Make it stop. Make the hurt stop, please. Like.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven.
JLY. I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right? Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very keens. Sydney Sweeney has very keens. Sydney Sweeney has very keens.
Hi, I'm Sydney Sweeney, and I'm from Spokane, Washington. I can work as a local hire as well, though, and I'm available for the American Eagle jeans campaign shoot.
Profile and hands, please. Thanks. We'll be in touch.
Sydney Sweeney has very keens.
Next.
Time to check the pulse. We begin with the backlash over a new ad campaign featuring actress Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, the ads are for American Eagle, and the tagline is Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Now, in one ad, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed actress talks about genes as in DNA being passed down from her parents.
The play on words is being compared to Nazi propaganda with racial undertones.
The pun, good genes, activates a troubling historical associations for this country. The American eugenics movement in its prime between like 1900 and 1940 weaponized the idea of good genes just to justify white supremacism.
Despite that backlash, American Eagle stock has been soaring.
Time to check the
The best part of this is Sydney Sweeney didn't even say a word, and she still triggered the entire left. She didn't give a political speech. She didn't put on a MAGA hat. She didn't attend a Trump rally. All she did was promote a jean brand and have an American flag, and that right there proves just how fragile wokeness has become today. I mean, the American flag being controversial to some people. I mean, to some people, flying the pride flags outside of our federal buildings is a little controversial, yet we don't have people uproar over that. It's a crazy concept to just see just how fragile and emotional they've become. And that's why they've scared off young men. They're doing this whole study, spending millions and millions of dollars at the DNC right now of how did we lose young men last election? I can tell you it's stuff like this. So first of all, not just wanting to embrace Sydney Sweeney as a campaign, but second, attacking her for being pro-American. It's an odd concept.
You know, Jackson,
The best part of this.
Yep, that got me too. And I don't know why. Maybe
Sydney broke this woman. She is broken on the inside. It's amazing to witness this kind of thing. I mean, girls, are y'all all right? Are y'all all right? Are you girls having a hard time? Girls, can we talk? No judgment, all right? You know what we do over here. We listen and we don't judge. Are y'all all right? I had to ask. I mean, I have to. Well, yeah, Carmen. I'm sure you do have great genes, but I had to ask because a lot of women are feeling some kind of way right now
because it's just so blatant. I keep thinking that people just are not going to believe us until we're hung out there. But then even then, I feel like they'll be like, oh, no.
You know what's ironic about her crying? Is this woman actually lighter than Sydney Sweeney? Like, Sydney is clearly whiter than this woman, but she's like lighter than her. Look at these two women. Maybe it's the shading, maybe it's because, you know, the indoor lighting. I don't know. But you are technically lighter than this white woman. Just can't please them. They're never happy.
Kind of like they are with. Yep, that got me too. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just so blatant. I keep thinking that people just are not going to believe us until we're hung out there. But then even then, I feel like they'll be like, oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, sad. Oh, no.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology.
Time has expired.
My life was threatened. Thank you.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
I want to say some things that might offend some people. But what else is new? That's kind of what happens over here. We are experiencing what's being referred to as a beauty deficit in the Black American community. And I would argue that America in general is experiencing something like a beauty deficit, right? The women, on average, used to look better. And it was just, it's a noticeable thing. If you look at, you know, a random city shot of like the 40s and 50s, the women were all wearing nice long dresses and almost nobody was fat back then. And then now, because there is this modern beauty deficit, women who are really not that attractive kind of sort of sell themselves and advertise and operate as if they are incredibly attractive until they're confronted with actual objective beauty like Sydney Sweeney.
I pay too much money for my upkeep to be having free conversations. I had somebody reach out to me. They have been reaching out to me in my DMs, and I was kind of ignoring it, just leaving them on red because I'm not interested.
This is maybe the cutest Klingon woman I've ever seen. I mean, she got a smooth forehead for a Klingon, but just because you're the cutest Klingon woman doesn't mean you're objectively beautiful. And so for a lot of guys, we're having a hard time squaring that circle. Like, yeah, you're cute for a Klingon, but that doesn't really make you pretty. That just makes you like alien cute.
And today they consistently message me. And so I said, okay, I'll answer. This morning I had a shampoo appointment. And so I answered and they were like, am I disturbing you? And I said, I don't converse with men that I don't know. And they said,
I bet you get a forehead appointment right after the shampoo appointment because you got to wash them separately. Because you got to do the forehead. You got to focus on the forehead all by itself. That's a whole job by itself. And then once that's good, you can like do the shampoo stuff. Got to work that forehead in sections and quadrants and
let's
shit.
Change that. And I said, well, I'm actually on the way to go get my hair done. You gonna contribute to that? They sent a long paragraph asking me to explain why they should do that. And they said now they understand the kind of woman that I am, on and on and on. And I said, no problem. No worries. Have a good day. I feel like this. I keep my nails done, keep my toes done. So nails, toes every month. I get my hair done every month. This is a luxury style. I keep my hair up, right? So getting my hair done every month. Nails, toes, hair. I own my home. I got an acre of land. I have to get my grass cut. I get my yard work done by myself. All of that is covered by myself. I have a nice body. I get that done in the gym. I have a gym membership. I clothe my nice body with nice clothes. And so I have to go shopping, and I wear makeup, which I enjoy. And in the comments, I don't care what you got to say about makeup, but I also spend money on that. And so to keep this up, I also eat on a meal plan that I have created. And so for that meal plan, I have to go grocery shopping to eat off of the meal plan that I have created. And so all of this takes money. All of this takes money to upkeep this. And so why am I having free conversations? And it is okay. It is okay if you don't feel the way that I feel and you are having free conversations. But I think about this, especially if you're messaging me when I'm on the way to an appointment where I'm about to spend hundreds of dollars to get my hair washed, and I'm continuing to have this appointment where I'm spending $100 on myself, and you're interested in me? No, I don't have free conversations. And I implore you, if you're a woman who takes great care of herself and does great things for herself and keeps herself up, think about whether you're having free conversations. I treat my phone like it still has minutes and you're not using mine up. That's it. Love you. Bye.
Like I was saying, we're having this weird beauty deficit thing in Black America until real beauty, objective beauty enters the game, and then it becomes a completely different conversation.
This woman is a cautionary tale. And when she's done offering herself to be used up by some of the most vile among us, she will too become red meat, like so many other white women greater than her have done before. But before we even get to how she is revealing herself as the poster child for pick-meism, that brain-eating disease, let's just get into a little bit of how white supremacy is going out real sad. It's getting real embarrassing over there. White supremacists are like those people who show up to a party that they're not invited to, and don't know when to leave and don't know how to take hints. And they keep trying to open other people's birthday presents. Like they're like the type of kids who blow out another kid's birthday candles. In the days of
Think about the connections being made mentally here. Attractive white woman in blue jeans equals white supremacy.
Make it stop. Make the hurt stop, please. Like,
so much pain. So much pain. True Hype with the 5 ball says, so eugenics is bad, but abortion is good, which was started by the eugenics people. How, Sway? Yeah, it's weird how they hate the idea of eugenics, but the eugenicists were the original progressives, and now all you Black people are low-key progressives, and you're just confused. You have no idea what your world is really made of. Yeah. That's really it, trying to get into the mind of modern Black politics. It's really mixed up when you think about it. They don't know what they're supposed to stand for anyway. Oh, I saw somebody else here. Oh, KMS with the $5 super chat. He says, these women are moving like whores, and then shocked when men go abroad to get abroad that either won't or will at a cheaper price with better service. It really is an economic thing, right? It's not even about romantics and all that. It's all an economic reality. You're just not, a lot of the Western women don't produce value in exchange at an equivalent rate. And so the men are like, I should just go where I can get more bang for my buck. The guys who can't, they got a deal. They got to listen to people tell them that Sydney Sweeney means white supremacy. And if you think she's cute, that means you're a fascist.
John Wayne, Marilyn Monroe, FDR maybe, Back in the day, when all of their skeletons were still hidden in the closet, I could kind of see how the myth of white supremacy would be somewhat convincing to people who didn't know white people personally, because shocker, not only are they humans just like we are, not only do they struggle with the same type of shit that everybody else struggles with, but often their families are fucking train wrecks. Half of them don't know how to raise their own kids. They are defeated by the sun. And these so-called superior genes are literally washed away within one generation of interracial breeding. But aside from that, back in the day, when you had, I don't know, fucking Robert De Niro and Al Pacino and all of these like white stars and everything, maybe I could kind of see how you could spin this myth that white was better, especially considering the rest of us weren't allowed to step into the spotlight and completely smoke them the way that we are today. Okay. Now, this is not a dig at white people in general, but this idea that white people are supposed to be the top of the food chain, are you fucking kidding? Do you see who their representatives are today? You got Trump. Trump alone is supposed to be their great white hope of returning the white race back to their natural place at the top of the food chain where they're feared and revered. But all I'm seeing is how much they're fucking hated. Trump is an international embarrassment. Okay. Billions of people are waiting for this man to die, actively to be dead, so that we no longer have to be subjected to the filth he spreads and the chaos he causes. He's illiterate. He quite literally shits his pants. He's fat, wrinkly, a sociopath, a whoremonger, a pedophile, and a racist.
What does any of that have to do with Sydney Sweeney and her white genes? And Bandit, jeans aren't fascist. White jeans are fascist. So you guys got to be careful how you dress now. You got to be careful how you wear your jeans, man. Don't rock them like the fascist style.
That's your king. That's your king. He's going after institutions of higher education because he cheated his way through college. He's always been a fucking idiot. That's your king. So now this whole white supremacist myth has become such a bottom-feeding virus that you can no longer claim to be the smartest in the room. You can no longer claim to be the most talented in the room. You can't claim to even be the prettiest in the room, despite what you're trying to do with Sydney Sweeney. And yet you still think you're at the top. Half of these Nazi rejects, their own children don't want to fuck with them and don't want to be associated with them. Brooke Hogan disowned her father because he is a racist imbecile. She wants no parts. She does not want to be associated with that man.
Brooke Hogan's a piece of shit. Still your dad. Unless your dad actually abused you in some kind of way, it's still your dad. You don't just betray your dad for the idea of niggas. That's what the fuck is that about?
Mary Trump literally wrote a book about how much of a piece of shit her uncle is and how he was always a piece of shit and that he's the only person that she knows personally in her 50 plus years of living that is incapable of change and growth. Robert Kennedy's family was like, don't vote for him. He's nuts. None of us like him. He's been nuts since we were kids. And this is your royal family. These.
This ad is really bringing out the best in the black women's. It's a lot. It's not even just the black women. You got a couple of dudes out here. You know they got their allies and whatnot. Bunch of signifying niggas.
No one's talking about how this Cindy Sweeney ad is a recession indicator, but I will. Anytime there is the beginning of an economic downturn or an economic downturn in this country, there is a push to show Americans, specifically white Americans, that they are still in the best place they can be. The most perfect example of this is this.
Wait, so she's a recession indicator now. Hot white women are a recession indicator. I've never heard this economic theory before. I wonder if he reads Friedman.
Image right here, where you have a white family in a car with big bold font at the top where it says world's highest standard of living, and off the side it says there's no way like the American way. It is a double reminder that you are getting paid the most that you can get paid here, even in an economic downturn, and you are in the right place where you need to be. Now, mind you, there are Black people waiting in the breadline that would probably have contrary viewpoints to this advertisement, but this country is not trying to appeal to them at this time. Throughout the Great Depression and World War II, you see this consistently in advertisements: blonde hair, blue-eyed children, eating, smiling. This one specifically says for homes like yours.
Well, who else were they going to show in commercials back then? That was literally who lived in America. A lot of blonde-haired, blue-eyed people. I don't understand this criticism. Like, were they supposed to go get Japanese people? Who else was supposed to be in these commercials? You wanted a bunch of little Black kids in the commercials? What did you want?
With little folks. So when you see these advertisements, they're not for you and they're not trying to appeal to you. They're trying to appeal to a demographic and say, hey, things are going to get tough. Keep your head up, but you have good genes. The genes that built this country are the genes that are inside you, and this is yours.
Buck up, white people. You have good genes from American Eagle. These niggas are really amazing people. Beautiful, beautiful, magical people.
Why is this advert considered racist? Welcome back to another episode of Baddies with a Brain, and today we're going to be talking about the Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle new Great Genes campaign. So if you weren't aware, actress Sydney Sweeney, who's most famous for her role as Cassie in Euphoria, just recently launched a new campaign with American Eagle, which talks about her having great genes. Now, if you're not media literate, you probably think that this is harmless. However, this perpetuates a long line of racism and eugenics that has been present in not just America, but all over the world. In the advert, Sydney Sweeney talks about how genes are passed down from parent to offspring, and she has great genes, while it pans across her body in a very sexual way and zooms into her blue eyes and her blonde hair. I'm sure we're all aware of the play on words. They're advertising denim jeans, but also playing on the fact that she has good genes, which is the genetic makeup that makes you who you are today and will decide if you're Black, white, Asian, whatever. In the extremely conservative climate that we're in today, where the right wing and white nationalism and patriotism is rising, this advert is a dog whistle to racists out there that basically confirms that their way of thinking and way of life is correct. Instead of having lots of different actors from different backgrounds being in this advert showing that all genes are good genes, they specifically chose a blonde hair, blue-eyed, white actress whose family is MAGA, by the way, and she voted for Trump, advertising that she has great genes. So what puts her genes above other people's? The answer to that would be eugenics. If you're not aware, eugenics is a pseudoscience. It has been largely discredited for the damage that it has done. It essentially believes that you can improve the genetic makeup of the human population. However, when this theory was at its most popular, which was in the late 19th and early 20th century, eugenics was twisted and used to essentially say that the white Aryan race is the best, and in order for the human population to continue, it should only be these people with blonde hair, blue eyes that should be procreating in order to improve the race. Eugenics has been used all over the world, especially by the British Empire, by the Germans, to justify the Holocaust and to justify the subjugation of Africans during colonialization and the subjugations of Indians in the British Raj. So for a heritage brand like American Eagle,
It is really wild how just a white girl with blue eyes looking at you on camera, just staring into the camera, and you immediately go through this Negro moonwalk through racism history. Like, just how deep does the knife penetrate your melanated soul for this to happen to you? It's crazy, like the level of psychosis that's being revealed by one white girl. This is like the most powerful white woman ever. This bitch is Jean Grey. She is the Phoenix. Like, this is the most powerful white woman I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe she's done this much to so many people. Freeman's Journal with the $2 super chat, he says, the gynocracy is collapsing. I am here for it. Oh, big facts. I'm definitely here for it. Listen, shout out to American Eagle for bringing good-looking women back. No more transgender modeling.
Girls are here to be sexy for me. Throw it back on a nigga. And that's why you're gonna drop that ass for a nigga, because you were put here to drop that ass for a nigga.
Bringing back the classics, man. Shout out to American Eagle, digging in the crates, getting some good old fashioned American Beauty on the screen again. None of these funny looking bitches. The age of funny looking women is over. We're back to classic beauty. Shout out to Eye Controls with the 5-ball. I'm waiting to see actual attractive people having a problem with this ad. Yeah. There's a definite theme to a lot of the women complaining about this. I'm noticing a trend. Not a lot of hot women, not a lot of the bad biddies getting all worked up about this thing, you know? It's a lot of those mid-level, studious looking chicks. You know, not a lot of really hot ones here.
And have an advert with a white actress saying how her jeans are so good compared to everybody else's is racist. Mind you, there had to be multiple meetings that happened before this advert can come to the public, and all these people sat in an office around a table and thought, yeah, this is a good idea. Really crazy to me how Sydney continues to cheapen her brand, not just with this and the obvious racism and eugenics, but with the whole her selling bath soap that's supposed to be like her bath water to pander to misogynists and men that only see women as objects. With a little bit of media literacy, you can see how
is selling bathwater pandering to misogynists? I'm like a captain of this misogyny thing, and I haven't bought any of her bathwater. I would never. I like the idea that she's selling her bathwater to sucking niggas. I mean, you know, get your money. Pretty girls gotta hustle, right? But how does that help my misogyny? I don't think you understand misogyny, young lady.
A lot of conservative and far right and actually racist values are being pushed constantly in our faces. But this advert is a great example of it. But yeah, let me know what you think. Does Sydney Sweeney have great jeans?
Yeah, yes. Why is that such a triggering idea for people? She has wonderful, amazing American Eagle jeans. I don't know why you niggas are so butthurt.
Since Sydney Sweeney decided to do that little ad she did, I want to find some alternatives to Aerie. I really need new underwear, so if anyone could give me some recommendations, that would be great, because I do not want to support that mess. Thank you.
You ain't got no underwear. I don't care. You ain't got no underwear. These bitches really out here struggling. They be having all kind of problems. Hating on Sydney Sweeney is the lowest thing that you should be worried about right now. You got other things to take care of, baby. Let's go to TikTok.
Let's talk about genetics. In July 2025, American Eagle launched a campaign titled Sydney Sweeney Has Great Genes. It starred actress Sydney Sweeney in denim striking a pose in front of the phrase, "My jeans are blue." A little wordplay until you realize it wasn't just about pants. It was about identity. It was about beauty. It was about inheritance. And it was a quiet, calculated nod to white.
Lady, you look like you've abused your jeans. Your jeans might have been good once upon a time, but you mistreated them. You've been dragging your jeans, lady. Stop dragging your jeans.
Whiteness as the standard of excellence. Blonde hair, blue eyes, good genes. That old eugenics echo in a modern marketing campaign. And if you're a black or brown woman, you've heard that language before, or just dressed up differently. But let's get something straight. The blueprint didn't start with Sydney. It started with us. Let's talk about what really got passed down through my genes. I inherited melanin that reflects sunlight. Like
here
gold.
we go.
I inherited a crown that grows.
Here we go. The Black Woman Gene Defense Squad. Now we got to have a whole defense team for the Black women's genes. Here it comes. And so it begins. Don't say nothing bad about Black women's jeans, y'all. They got the best jeans in the whole store.
But if man had to find out that his God was a woman,
I say the black woman is God, and
black woman is God.
I say the black woman is God.
The black woman is God because, you know, she was the first organism on this planet.
Toward the sky, coils tight like the universe itself, hair like wool, just like Jesus. Yes, that G is Jesus. My ancestors didn't just survive history, they made it. We created maps from the stars.
Yo, this this white woman is so attractive. You had to write whatchamacallit, a deaf poetry slam piece, right? You had to go and write a whole poem. You had to write a clapback pro-black poem because she is so pretty. Like, you couldn't live with how pretty she is without writing a poem about your greatness, right? Because you had to defend yourself against her beauty. Think about how crazy that is. You have to defend yourself against her beauty. It's like, no, this just can't be. Where's my pen? Where's my paper? The world needs to hear about how awesome my black jeans are. This is wild.
Carved escape routes into quilts and freed entire bloodlines with nothing but faith and footwork. Our genes built nations. Our genes nursed empires, literally. My foremothers breastfed the children of their oppressors even as their own babies were sold away.
You got your jeans from the fat girl section. Stop tripping. Stop tripping about your jeans. You got your jeans off that big rack with all other fat girl jeans.
And somehow, they still carry grace, still fed souls, still built communities. That's not just genetics, that's divine. But what did white women inherit? They inherited power they didn't earn, land they didn't till, the labor of others disguised as legacy, a pedestal built from someone else's foundation. And often they inherited the inability to see them beyond themselves. Look at Susan B. Anthony, hailed as a pioneer of women's rights, yet she campaigned against including black women in the vote.
Have you ever met a white woman that was so pretty she made you pro-black? Like, you just saw this white woman like, damn, this bitch is so bad. I need to free my people. Like, what the fuck is happening right now? What is going on here?
That's not feminism, that's gatekeeping. It's mediocrity wrapped in praise. So when American Eagle drops a campaign claiming blue eyes and bleach blonde hair are good genes, let's talk about what else comes with that legacy, like disordered eating, because the same standard of beauty white women are told to aspire to often destroys them too. Let's be honest. A lot of those sample sizes are the product of starvation, not superiority. That's not a flex. That's a cry for help. And let's be clear, Sydney Sweeney wasn't even born blonde. She bleached it.
Let me educate you about how she's not really beautiful and how really black women, all black women ever, are more beautiful than her. Let me educate you about beauty. See, you don't understand beauty. Beauty is struggle. Beauty is suffering. Beauty is melanated magic underneath 1,000 years of the white man's oppressive boot. Beauty is in the mud. You ain't beautiful unless you got it from the mud.
And blue eyes, those didn't start in Europe. Science confirms they originated in Africa, just like everything else. Good genes, right. My people are walking miracles. My mother passed down more than skin or cheekbones. She passed down soul. She taught me how to make cornbread, collard greens, barbecue ribs, and serve it all with love. She taught me how to stretch a dollar and make a way out of no way and smile while doing it. She taught me how to love people who may never love me back and still not grow bitter. That is also genetics. Empathy is genetic. Resilient is genetic. Culture is genetic. And unlike some folks, we know how to build community, not just profit from it. I
have never seen niggas so genetically triggered in my life. This is a wild phenomenon. Like, have you ever met a white woman that was just so immaculately beautiful that like your DNA got triggered? Like your very genes was like, no, that bitch didn't. Like, wow. Amazing work. Most powerful white woman ever. She needs to play Jean Grey in the next X-Men movie. I'm telling you, she's the Phoenix. They just give her some red hair or whatever. She is the Phoenix, man. This is it right here.
Change my hair color. I can throw in braids, rock finger waves, shave it off. I can do it all without lice because black women don't get lice. Our crowns were built different. And let's not forget, white men built the beauty standard that crowned the slender, blonde, blue-eyed woman as the ideal, while simultaneously fetishizing the lips, hips, and curves of black and brown women. Let's tell the truth. Lip fillers, Botox, BBL, spray tans, those aren't just trends. They are billion-dollar attempts to borrow what black women are born with. And sure, some black women get these procedures too, but we don't need them to mimic ethnicity. We already are the anesthetic. From full lips to wide hips to sun-kissed skin and thick thighs, we were the muse before the mole. So how can you claim your genes are good when our features are your business plan? They sell our lips, our butts, our braids, our slang. They call us unprofessional for wearing the original. You can't
Genetically triggered, bro. I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like it. Genetically triggered. I feel like a lot of people, maybe mankind, especially a lot of niggas, just wasn't ready for this level of internet. We should have kept niggas at the flip phone level of internet. There's too much internet for niggas to handle. Like this, because now everybody can tell how genetically triggered a lot of y'all are, and it's just hard to, there's no going back now.
colonize the culture and then act like you invented it. Because here's the truth. You don't build billion-dollar industries around bad genes. You build them around the blueprint. So when we talk about good genes, remember this. My DNA survived the Middle Passage. My womb birthed revolutions. My presence turns runways into
Not my slavery jeans. Oh God, not my slavery jeans. I ain't wore my slavery jeans and I don't know how long. God damn, she busting out the slavery jeans now. Jesus Christ, niggas will never take off the slavery jeans. My jeans survived the Middle Passage. Oh my God. It's amazing work.
and my hair, it doesn't fall limp under pressure, it rises. So no, American Eagle, my genes aren't blue, but they are royal, they are ancient, and they are undefeated. Let's talk about that. Yes, please. Let's talk about genetics.
I don't want to talk about that. No, I don't want to talk about that. Mad because your jeans not blue. Bitch, go buy you some blue jeans. Yo, this is the most triggered I've ever seen. Like, why?
Let me
Why?
just say the ultimate girl, no, you didn't. At the end, they hit you with the my jeans are blue. Like, sorry, not sorry. On average, most jeans that we're buying are blue or black, right? My jeans are blue, knowing damn well her jeans are red. Okay. It's just they're playing in your face. They're not playing in my face, but they're playing. She's been playing. Sabrina Carpenter has been playing in your face. I'm not laughing with you right now. And let me just.
I mean, I didn't realize that it was like literally 7 days a week, 300.
When I was a little girl, my mom used to tell me all the time not to think I was cute because I was light skinned. So it wasn't.
That is very weird advice to give to your little girl. This is an amazing thing to tell a little girl. Why does that even come up? Black moms are amazing.
Used to tell me all the time not to think I was cute because I was light skinned. So it wasn't until probably I was in my 40s before I thought it was okay to find myself beautiful. Yeah, it damages you when people tell you that because.
Now, when I say things like genetically triggered, I'm telling you, we're touching something that is just really close to a lot of women's heart right now. Digging up old wounds and stuff like that. Picking at old scabs and things like that. This is taking women back, man. This is taking women back to the plantation right now. Got them deep in their soul right now. The feels, bro. All the feels are just coming to the top right now. This is wild. Y'all girls need some hugs, man. I wish I could hug all of y'all. Y'all just hurting. Y'all just hurting. Y'all need hugs. Shout out to Carmen with the $9.99. She said for the fun coverage of the lunacy. They are kind of crazy, This is terrible to watch. It's like watching your cousin spiral into insanity. Like, we're gonna have to lock this bitch up one day, right?
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! You make Hulk angry! You not like Hulk angry! Hulk no like fighting girls.
Shout out to Carmen. Hit that like button from you guys. Get those likes up. Oh, what just happened here? Come on.
Of colorism or racism that you have to shrink yourself so that other people will feel comfortable around you. And I feel like that's what's going on with Sydney Sweeney right now. People want her, this beautiful girl, to shrink herself because of their own insecurities with racism. At no time did that girl say that she is the only one who has good genes. She said, I got good genes.
I think it's hilarious that if she is clearly literally connecting her wisdom on this incident, on this Sydney Sweeney thing, to her being light skinned. No, I think it's fucking hilarious when you think about the subtlety of the connection she just made, because I was light skinned. My mama told me I had to fall back. And so now here come this white woman in all her beauty, and y'all don't want to let her shine the way my black ass mama wouldn't let me shine. I hate you niggas. Yo, the psychology is just coming up. Like, it's hard to not notice the deep psychology of it all.
And she does. Everybody else read into it. Oh, racism, 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 eugenics. The same people who are okay with there being clinics that take out Black babies in record numbers in Black neighborhoods, the Margaret Sanger way, want to now talk about eugenics. That's rich. But anyway, that girl is allowed to think she's beautiful because she is beautiful. She does have good genes. I am allowed to think I'm beautiful because I am beautiful. Now,
that's not what your mama said. Your mama said no, though. My mama said you wasn't beautiful. Mama said, don't go acting like you special because you a little red bone.
Mind my own heart, my own soul. It doesn't matter who thinks I'm not, because it took me 40 years to finally grasp my own love for myself. And
damn, that means you was just out there being miserable for 40 years, just hurt and bothered. Wasn't even trying to figure it out. Just grr for 40 years. Wow. I wonder how many niggas' lives you encountered with this misery because your mama told you was ugly.
I'm not letting that go for anybody. I understand colorism and why somebody would want me to shrink myself for their own comfort, because for so many years, history, all of that. But I am not the whole of history that held you back. You cannot be the present that tries to hold me back. I understand all of racism and eugenics that tried to hold people back who weren't blue-eyed and blonde hair. But in the present, I'm not trying to be just as evil as they were by telling some little blonde hair and blue-eyed girl that she can't think she's beautiful. That's not what I'm about to do. She is beautiful. I am beautiful. And if you get past your insecurities, you might finally embrace the fact that you're beautiful too.
Oh, shut up. Those just your white jeans talking. That's all that is. Those just your white jeans talking.
Hey y'all, so I did the same, I auditioned for the same commercial, the American Eagle commercial that Sydney Sweeney is in. And like I did the audition, I sent it in and everything. And all the requirements were like, they were like, okay, make sure you have great genes. And you know that you do this like sultry like vocal fry voice when you do the the audition. I said great, so I put on my best jeans. I thought they were great jeans, so I sent the clip in. They were like, I'm sorry, but we have to go a different direction. And I said, why? And they were like, you don't have good jeans. And I was like, what are you talking about? My jeans look great on me in the audition. They were like, no, but you don't have good jeans. And I was like, we're talking about my pants, right? And they were like, So anyway, here's my audition if you guys want to see it.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining things like personality, hair color, or even eye color. My genes are brown.
Lanai has good genes.
That's not it, baby. No. That's not it. That was so not it. Oh no. No, she really tried to do it. She just tried it. She really tried it. She went for the whole thing too. My jeans are brown. Oh no. Baby, you got doodle on them jeans, baby. That's Dookie, baby. No, not that my jeans are brown. Oh no. She said and she said, oh, they told me I don't have good jeans. You know what? I gotta agree. See, those are like Walmart jeans. You know what I mean? You bust out like the Jordache jeans. We're not really into the Jordache look right now. You know, it's kind of a bit retro for what we're trying to do. We're not really doing the Jordache jeans anymore. Hold on.
Hey y'all, so I did the same, I auditioned for the same commercial, the American Eagle commercial that Sydney Sweeney is in. And like I did the audition, I sent it in and everything. And all the requirements were like, they were like, okay, make sure you have great genes. And you know that you do this like sultry like vocal fry voice when you do the the audition. I said great, so I put on my best jeans. I thought they were great jeans, so I sent the clip in. They were like, I'm sorry, but we have to go a different direction. And I said, why? And they were like, you don't have good jeans. And I was like, what are you talking about? My jeans look great on me in the audition. They were like, no, but you don't have good jeans. And I was like, we're talking about my pants, right? And they were like, So anyway, here's my audition if you guys want to see it.
El Cid says she's cute. Why is she insecure? I mean, you should understand that for women, those two things need not be related, right? Like a woman being attractive and being insecure has nothing to do. Those two things have nothing to do with one another. We expect that because we're guys, and it's like, duh. But you know, women are women, bro. That's just how it is sometimes. That being said, though, there's cute, and then there's good genes, and you know, it's rough. Not every woman gets to have good genes. Some just get to be cute. And that's all right. That is all. She's cute to me too. I think she's cute. But but she obviously just doesn't have good genes. I mean, come on, look at this bullshit.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining things like personality, hair color, or even eye color. My genes are brown.
Lanai has good genes.
That was like so weird and cringe. Like you just went down in value. Like you were doing all right for yourself, and now you got this out there against you. This is a completely unforced error, by the way. Like this is why they keep that kind of stat in baseball. You just totally just messed this up. You were doing so well. You could have just went on with your life and been cute and just oblivious to all this, but no. Now everybody on TikTok got to rate your genes, and it's just not. You got struggle genes, baby. You cute, but you obviously got struggle genes. Got cargo genes. Oh, now niggas gotta roast your genes, and that would have never happened to you before because you were doing all right. You were doing all right. All you had to do is keep your mouth shut and stay pretty. Like it's just really crazy though. That's all you had to do is just keep your mouth shut and stay pretty. But now we out here talking about your unacceptable genes. Your genes are missing something. Some thread, a chromosome, something. I don't know. I'm just saying. Come back with better genes. Karmic Binding says bought 2 black pairs of jeans. Thought you should know. My man trying to own black jeans. This nigga think he's. You see this nigga? This nigga trying to own black jeans and got the nerve to want to brag to me about it. Listen, bro. You should just keep that to yourself, bro. I'm not even saying what you did was a bad thing. I'm not even gonna get all moral about it. But the nigga trying to own black jeans, I bet he bought them for cheap too. I bet he bought them on a low from a crackhead or something. This nigga said he bought 2 black pairs of jeans. Thought you should. Why should I know that? Whatever you do with the jeans you bought on the dirty slave market, that's your business, bro. This nigga got black market jeans trying to show them off. Chill, bro. Keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself. But thanks for the 5-ball. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 5-ball. Don't say nothing if you see me buying black jeans.
Give me the money. Give me the money for all that I would do. Give me the money.
I heard black jeans are selling for the low right now. It's crazy.
Hey y'all, so
Come here, sexy little thing. Snap.
Yeah, it's wild how Beyonce rocked the whole jean suit and nobody gave a fuck about it. It's crazy. Beyonce rocked the whole jean suit out here singing white boy music and nobody cared, bro. It's wild how nobody cared about Beyonce and her little funky jean suit. Nobody cared about your little country crossover. But one white girl puts on a pair of American Eagle jeans and the world just melted for a minute.
And when Sydney Sweeney comes out with the video saying that.
Hi, so can I ask why y'all are so threatened by white women and not hiding it? Like, you don't even need to hide it. You can tell. Because I'm seeing so many POC women talk about Sydney Sweeney being a white supremacist just because she's in an American Eagle ad, and I don't see how that correlates to white supremacy. I watched the ad. She's beautiful. What about that's white supremacy? Other than her being a white woman and that y'all are threatened by that. We need to have a conversation. POC women, let's have a conversation about it. You can hate yourself all you want, but hating on random white women like Sydney Sweeney will not make you feel better about yourself.
No, but they have to try, girl. They have to try. They don't know what's going to make them feel better about themselves, but they have to try. That's what's important, is that you do something. Doesn't matter if it makes sense. You have to do something.
Okay? Hating any other white woman is not going to make you feel better about yourself. They're laughing at you. Yes, white women and white people laugh at y'all when y'all say, we hate white people. They're not crying. They're laughing at y'all because they know y'all are jealous of them. It's okay to admit that. You can admit it. It's okay. Stop disguising jealousy as confidence because they can see, and me as a black woman, I can see through your fake confidence of being a black woman. It's mostly them saying that she's a white supremacist. It's mostly them. But like, please, guys, gain some self-esteem. Okay, hating white women, it's not gonna make it better. I'm just telling you that. Hi, so can I ask why y'all are so threatened by white
That's a
women and
smart
not
girl right
hiding
there.
it?
She
Like,
gonna be
you
all
don't
right.
even need to hide it. You can tell.
Doja Cat want to be in the
Woof.
fucking joke so bad.
Woof.
I literally remember when Doja Cat said the only good thing about being mixed is having a curvy body. And she did not like having quote unquote nappy hair. I remember when she said that shit. So it's like, girl, you and Sydney like cousins at this point. And we ain't forget the chat rooms. Doja Cat want to be in the fucking joke so bad. I literally remember when Doja Cat said the only.
Literally.
Why are y'all so? I know this is very.
At first, I just responded.
Y'all gonna hate me when I say this, but Sabrina Carpenter and Sydney Sweeney know exactly what they're doing. They both know conservatives are using them to push a eugenics agenda. And y'all are over here saying it's not that deep, it's not that deep. Whenever Sabrina Carpenter came out with that album cover titled Man's Best Friend, where she had a man pulling her by her hair, everybody was sitting here saying it wasn't that deep, knowing good and goddamn well this over-sexualization directly impacts black women, black and brown women. But that's a whole other conversation. But y'all are sitting here saying it's not that deep. It's not that deep. And then you get surprised when Sydney Sweeney comes out with a commercial promoting literal eugenics. Both of them emphasize how tiny and blonde and blue-eyed they are because both of them are conservative pawns. They're the conservative fantasy. And I know you won't like it, but they're pushing that agenda. So it is that deep. It was that deep when Sabrina Carpenter did it, and it is that deep now. But because y'all are a bunch of white women, y'all think it's not that deep, it's not that deep. This is feminist. What is feminist about a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, little tiny white girl getting her hair pulled by a grown-ass man? What about that is feminist and girl power?
How is that threatening to black women though? Like, how does a white woman being sexualized threaten black women at all?
How do it equivalate?
And like both of them preach eugenics in their music, in their art. Both of them preach this conservative fantasy. Both of them do. They compare themselves to children. But sure, it's not that deep. Y'all gonna hate me when I say this, but Sabrina Carpenter and Sydney Sweeney know exactly what they're doing.
That's just the reality.
And girl, you clocked it. Because here's my thing.
So Sydney Sweeney.
Everyone's
one of the glories.
So Sydney Sweeney just appeared in an ad.
If you're shocked by the American Eagle ad, dude, you have to be young. I was younger. It was like American Eagle and Abercrombie and Fitch, like they were one and the same. I didn't even feel comfortable walking into an American Eagle until like 8, maybe 9 years ago. Like, I don't know why we are shocked. American Eagle was as white as, if not whiter, than Abercrombie in like 2006, 2005. Like, it was like those were white people.
Isn't it weird how she is intimidated by whiteness or whatever? But you pick some of the whitest music in your background. I think that's all. What is it? All American Rejects or something? Gives You Hell. I love that song, by the way. When you see my face, hope it brings you hell. Hope it brings you hell. When I get fresh jeans, hope it brings you hell. Hope it brings you hell. It's really weird. You love the white stuff.
Stores. They've always been white people stores. So of course they would do that Sydney Sweeney ad. I'm confused why you're confused. Why? Like, it's bad. Yes, it's offensive. That is actually, that's not surprising to me.
So basically, you can't even be white anymore. Y'all are mad at Sydney Sweeney for saying that she has good genes. What does that have to do with being white? What if she's just saying that she has good genes? She's beautiful. She's that girl. I got good genes. What's triggering about that? You don't don't think you have good genes, so you make it about race. She's beautiful. Not all white.
No, no. A lot of these women, a lot of these girls obviously don't believe that they have good genes for whatever reason. I'm noticing there's a beauty thing happening here because she, you know, she got the pretty girl swag and all that. She's like, listen, I am not bothered by another pretty girl. It is what it is.
Women are beautiful. She's a beautiful woman who happens to be white. What is the problem? She has good genes, and it's a gene ad. Get a life, please, please, please. Thank you. So basically, you can't even be white anymore. Y'all are mad at Sydney Sweeney for saying that she has good genes.
No one's talking about how
Is that a boy? No, no. Is that a boy? Somebody help me out here. Is that a boy? I don't know what I'm looking at. And you know what? I'm just going to proceed on to the next video before I do or say anything inappropriate.
Was Roe v. Wade
Every now and then they slip one in there and be like, hi. We're like, oh.
Was Roe v. Wade not enough? Because I'm starting to think we're one Sydney Sweeney campaign away from them taking our right to vote too. We must start protesting, ladies. She can't keep getting away with it. Was Roe v. Wade not enough? Because I'm starting to think we're one Sydney Sweeney campaign away from them taking our right to vote too. We must start protesting, ladies. She can't keep getting away with it.
You don't need to be voting nowhere. You pretty. You don't need no votes. You'll be fine. Pretty girls did all right without voting. It was the ugly bitches who needed to vote. They was worried about stuff. They had problems they couldn't sort out.
I'm so tired of this.
Like that right there. She's genetically designed for the workforce and for, you know, back-breaking labor and stuff like that. So she wants to vote her way out of it.
American Eagle and Sydney Sweeney making this campaign commercial or advertising lets us know that they do not want us in their store. And I don't know why people are so upset, because we already knew this. Want us to know that they do not want us in their stores. And this is why they did it. Like they said, their stocks went up 17% because white supremacy still matters.
I wasn't being mean, Carmen. I was being historical. I was being historical, Carmen. You know, look, now you're going to make me go back.
Was Roe v. Wade not enough?
See, look, historically.
I'm so tired of this. Was Roe v. Wade.
Historically, she would have been fine without voting. At any point in history, she would have never needed to worry about, oh, I have to cast a vote to secure my freedom. She would have been fine. Absolutely fine at any time in history. She would have been fine. Most of the bad things in life would have avoided her. Niggas would have jumped in front of a lot of bullets for her. Right here, this nigga right here.
I'm so tired of
barmaid physiognomy. All right. 100 years ago, in Eastern Europe, they would have thrown a yoke on her and made her pull that plow across the field because the mule died last winter and it was rough. And so now we're going to put that yoke on this bitch, on this burly Eastern European looking woman, and she has to plow the field. And then once the field is plowed, she's going to have to go serve food and drinks at the tavern because, you know, bar wench physiognomy. Don't blame me for being historically accurate. I strive to bring accuracy to my audience. All right, this is what we do. Some women just have historical barmaid physiognomy. I mean, look at Sydney above her and look at the bar wench below her, and tell me that you wouldn't even feel bad about putting the ox yoke around her neck. You wouldn't even hesitate to strap that big piece of wood around her neck and be like, all right, you got until about, you know, mid-afternoon when the sun is all the way up in the sky. I want this whole field done. All right, you wouldn't feel bad at all. You would feel like you were operating within God's divine order. Beast of burden physiognomy.
American Eagle and Sydney Sweeney making this campaign commercial or advertising lets us know that they do not want us in their store. And I don't know why people are so upset, because we already knew this. Want us to know that they do not want us in their stores. And this is why they did it. Like they said, their stocks went up 17% because white supremacy still matters in America.
Big back, big back, big back, big back.
Our whole system is built on white supremacy. If you watch the TV, all the shows, the black character or the dark character is always the bad guy, and the white character is always the good guy.
That is not true anymore. That stopped being true like in 2000. That stopped being true once when the Fast and Furious franchise dropped. That was it. Now the bad guys are the good guys, the white guys are the bad. Everything is all mixed up now. We don't know who the good guys are. We don't even know who the women are anymore. Everything's all screwed up now. Shout out to True Hype with the $2 super chat. He says, is the postmodern ugly game up? I don't think ugly is ever up. You know, ugly is like, it's like evil. It comes around every so often and you have to fight it back down into its cave. But, you know, we're winning. We are winning against the evil. We got to fight it back into the cave. It's like that monster from It. You know, it comes around every so often and snatches up some kids and shit. You got to go back there and deal with it.
In childhood cartoons. So that's what you call, this is what you call systematic programming at its best. Like American Eagle jeans. But really, when we go in the store, we automatically say, that's the white person's store. Don't act like y'all don't. And it is what it is. Their whole advertising is pale people. It's never us. And even though the jeans have stretch to fit our body type and our curves, they don't want us in them. They want them fat white women in them. I'm just saying. That's just what they want in the skinny ones. That's it. They don't want us in there.
So you can tell, like, so when you wear a pair of American Eagle jeans, does it feel like you're in a sundown town? Like, are these sundown jeans? What the fuck is she even talking about? Sundown jeans sound like an amazing concept. I bet you there's a Chinese geneticist with zero ethics and morals working on a way to make jeans that are nigger proof. Somehow, some way, we're going to make them like melanin reactive or something like that. Like black people will itch if they wear these jeans. I'm telling you, there's a Chinese geneticist with zero scruples working on that recipe right now.
So I just know what it's
The fiendish Dr. Wu.
spend my dollar and it is what it is. But thank you for letting us know this, because now it's in our face and you don't have to hide behind it, because a lot of the time they was hiding behind it and we were spending our dollars in their store, but now we don't have to deal with it. So if you're not going to not spend your money in them people's store, then stop talking about it. Now you have to do something about it unless you won't change. But they stocks went up 17%, like I said, because guess what? White supremacy runs America. Look.
Racism is good for the stock, apparently. Talk about how good your jeans are. Next thing you know, stock market go burr. So it's crazy how that happened. Gonna start putting my money into all the blue chip racism stocks now.
Look who is in our chair. Y'all voted these people in, and this is what we got. Everything. So it is what it is. It makes it cool again, baby. They even got a lot of them got a little tougher now. Like for real, they feel like they got some backing, but baby, we got the right ones to back you down. I swear to God, I'm one of them ones. But y'all know to get in the comments, let's go. But this is not surprising. And y'all should, it's gonna happen more and more and more and more and more.
Carmen, are you trying to tell me you can't fit sundown jeans? No. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm happy for you either way. Carmen says she can't get her booty in the sundown jeans. Go, Carmen.
Just wait. That's all you got to do. American Eagle.
A couple days ago, American Idol came out with an ad featuring Sydney Sweeney promoting their jeans. And let me tell you why the internet is beating this ad to death. They're burning it. They spat on it. I understand every little bit of it. First and foremost, they just think the ad is like way too sexual. We're supposed to be focusing on jeans here. Why are we up here? Sensual. Eyes up here. No, eyes supposed to be on the jeans. Moving on from the sexual stuff, because I'm pretty sure she sold her bathwater at one time and I'm pretty sure it sold out. A lot of horny people out there in America. The biggest point that everybody is trying to make with these ads and the subtle hints that are being thrown about her jeans. As you can see, Sydney Sweeney looks absolutely nothing like me. Nothing like me. Not my skin color, not my hair color, and definitely not my eye color. In every ad, or like half of every ad, Sydney Sweeney is basically explaining her genes.
My body's composition is determined by my genes. Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Pure blue jeans. It's supposed to be a
Yo, black folk ain't been this active on the internet since George Floyd died, bro. This is amazing work. Hashtag genetically triggered, man. You can't tell me black women have not been genetically triggered by a cute white woman. I didn't think this kind of thing was going to happen. I thought we were over it. I thought y'all was strong and independent. Y'all ain't need no good genes.
double entendre with the genes on your booty from the actual DNA gene. At the end of every fucking ad, it is Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Please shoving it down the consumer's throat that Sydney Sweeney has great genes. That is where the controversy is coming from. Basically, Sydney Sweeney has great genes because she looks. In conclusion, I really feel like they wasted this entire ad. They definitely came up with a better set, script, overall everything. Who the hell am I? Just a random girl on the internet, just talking. A couple of days ago,
SKC, I'm telling you, this is our Jean Grey, bro. I have never witnessed a white woman in my entire life. Like Red Sonja didn't have this much power. Sigourney Weaver in Alien wasn't this powerful. What's the name from what's the name? Mrs. Connor from the Terminator, Sarah Connor. She wasn't this powerful, bro. Xena the Warrior Princess wasn't this powerful. I have never in my life seen a white woman with this much power. I mean, dare I say, it is far too much power for one white woman to have, but she's carrying it so gracefully. Maybe it's her genes. Maybe she was built for this. I don't know. This is amazing. No, she's got all this powerful. This is an amazing display of raw white woman, just white womanhood. All she has to do is just lay there and look at you with her blue eyes, and you niggas just start writing videos. I mean, you start writing poems and shooting videos about the strength of your black genes. All she did was look at the camera and say she got great genes. And you niggas got to go on this like intellectual defense mode because you are genetically triggered. Like it is really unbelievable, bro. It's kind of sad, but you know, we don't do sad. We don't do pity over here. We have no pity around these parts. Karmic Binding with the 5-ball. He says, I'm not washing my jeans for a year, so they fade right. White man know what to do with his black jeans. You know, he said he bought 2 pair of black jeans earlier. You know, he's always wanted to own some black jeans. Leave it to the white man to know how to treat some black jeans.
Do you get ready with me? Well,
bro, before the video started, I was unsure if this was a woman or a man. I had my finger hovering over the next button because I was unsure if this was a woman or a man. Hashtag genetically triggered, y'all. Hashtag genetically triggered. Your DNA is bothered.
do you get ready with me while I talk about Sydney Sweeney's new American Eagle ad? So first and foremost, y'all, the ad is apparently supposed to be her selling jeans, but like if you watch it, you don't get that vibe that that's what she's selling, like at all. So for starters, right, the ad that I've seen, because again, I'm not sure if there's multiple, I don't even need to see multiple though, but the ad that I've seen, it's so creepy and it's so obvious that they're trying to promote eugenics. Like, and I think again, this all goes to like my apparently too woke theory that conservative media is literally overtaking like the entire like media atmosphere.
Yeah, you know, SKC sent me a message about that earlier today. Vibe shift much? It's like the last 8 years, maybe. Like let's not really count the first Trump term, but the entire Obama era, and then with the Biden years, like it ended with the Biden administration. But black folk were kind of on we were on the up. We were definitely in our glory. A lot of money was made, a lot of goals were achieved. A lot of women hit levels of strength and independence they couldn't imagine before. And it's like now we can all feel the party is ending. It's like somebody cut the lights off. And now you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. You know, that kind of feeling. And Sydney Sweeney commercial, it does feel like for a lot of black women, it feels like white women are finally saying, I need you bitches to get the fuck out of here.
Also, I'm switching the lighting because it's making my concealer look so light. And I promise y'all it is not that light. I promise you. Anyway, it'll blend out. I promise you. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, so yeah, like when you see it, like it's just like a eugenics campaign. It literally is a eugenics campaign. Like, of course, you're gonna say that the blonde hair, blue-eyed girl has great genes, and people are trying to say, oh, well, it's just a reference to her big boobs, okay? Like, I'm sure it's also a reference to that, but let's also like, I'm 100% sure at the same time that two things can be true at once. So it's also about literally the fact that she's a white blonde girl. Like they're literally promoting eugenics, and I'm not even getting it. And it's like it's sad that like apparently the stock actually went up for the brand. Like the brand is actually like doing really good now because of this campaign, and that's a terrifying thought that so many people don't have the critical thinking skills as well to see the like blatant, and I mean blatant racism, and especially again specifically from eugenics aspect. And like people are literally sitting here eating that up, saying, and I the one thing I actually hate about like all this Sydney Sweeney controversy.
Think of the cinematic beauty of what we're watching here, because this is kind of poetic. Let me put her on mute and just watch this, and you can watch this as I'm explaining it to you, because there is a beauty in what's happening, like a poetic irony. It's like watching. It's just something so beautiful, and so like the irony of it is so beautiful is what I'm saying. I'm shocked and amazed at what we're witnessing if you think about it, because it just hit me intellectually what's really happening. As you are complaining about the threat of her beauty, let me clear this up real quick. Let me clear the floor here so I can talk about this directly. Shout out to True Hype with the $2 super chat. He says, "What's worse, promoting or practicing eugenics?" We're gonna tie this all together. Come on, share your dollar. Give me your dollar. Share your dollar with me. Come on. Now, Carmen had a question. Connect the dots for me. How is it promoting eugenics? Think about this for a minute now. From the black woman perspective, as a group, black women have the most reproductive. They exercise their reproductive health care rights way more so than any other group, right? Chop business, right? Running chop shops down there, and so they don't consider that eugenics, and they do consider promoting beautiful white women as somehow a eugenic plot, which is I don't know how to connect that dot for you. That's too crazy for me. But I will say this. This is what I'm noticing on the screen here. Let me let this play out now. As this hard-faced woman who is ambiguously female, I'm not even totally positive that you're a female, but you're so triggered by the beauty of this random white woman. Well, not random, but you're so triggered by the actual objective beauty by this white woman. you have to complain and sort of intellectualize away her beauty while trying to beautify yourself, while trying to whiten your own skin, while trying to appeal to the same demographic of men who would see Sydney Sweeney as beautiful. You are actively trying to compete with her while trying to explain she is not prettier than you. Like the woman's mind is such an amazing place to visit. I rarely get in there because it's not for me. But watch it playing out. She is literally trying to beautify herself while trying to downplay another woman's beauty because that makes you more beautiful.
So it's also about literally the fact that she's a white blonde girl. Like they're literally promoting eugenics, and like I'm not even getting it. And it's like it's sad that like apparently the stock actually went up for the brand. Like the brand is actually like doing really good now because of this campaign. And that's a terrifying thought that so many people don't have the critical thinking skills as well to see the.
There's this meme from Invincible where the father is yelling at the son and he's pointing to the jet engines chasing him down, saying, look what they have to do just to match a fraction of our power, right? Look what you have to do just to match a fraction of Sydney Sweeney's objective beauty. You see how do you understand the psychosis that we're watching play out right now? You're on your third layer of makeup. You were already wearing makeup when you started the camera. And then you put on a layer on top of that. And now you're adding more to that because she is so attractive. You're just objectively ugly. Bluff City Nerd with the 5-ball says, genetically triggering the genetically inferior equals big money. Yeah. I need them American Eagle make ugly girls cry dollars, bro.
Come on, share your dollar. Give me your dollar. Share your dollar with me. Come on.
Making ugly girls cry is big money. You just got to harness it right. You can't just go out there making hoes mad all random. That's not, you got to find an angle.
People are literally sitting here eating that up, saying, and the one thing I actually hate about like all the Sydney Sweeney controversies over the past like few months that have happened that are like so obviously conservative, right-wing fascism leaning, is the fact that like people will say like, oh, you're just jealous that you're not, that you don't have the body of Sydney Sweeney. You're just jealous that like,
you know what?
Like they be
like pause, damn it. Midwest request. He says, how long till these girls start cutting themselves for attention? If TikTok would allow you to do that, these women would be cutting themselves on video trying to explain to you how Sydney Sweeney is not that pretty. She would just literally be just cutting little small scars into her forearm. Like, you see, these oppressive white women standards are the reason why women have been held back for so long. She would totally scar herself up if TikTok would allow that. What is this we got here, SKC? Now I got to open up a proper window to pull up this. What are you trying to show me here? Let me see what this is. I'm not even monitoring my own chat from there. I'm just kind of freeballing it right now. I got to open up a whole nother window. What is this link? Where are we going? SKC, what we're going to talk about this. Hold on, you just changed your name to, what is that? Oh no. Oh, get out. Shout out to the coon of coons. My brother. We're going to get through this. You know what? Actually, because you donated the 5-ball, we're going to make a hard break. We're going to make a hard break because that, yes, I think we will. I didn't even know this was a thing. American Pie, baby, come on.
I come from a family of mechanics, and I learned how to drive on my great-grandpa's F-100. I think that's when I first fell in love with Ford. A vintage Ford Bronco was my dream car. I wanted that car so bad. I was the only girl in the shop. I changed the transmission out of...
I'm gonna need some of you guys to keep your hands in your pockets. No, don't even put it. No, keep your hands on the table in front of you. I already know. I can already feel the gravitational pull. I'm gonna need you guys to keep your hands on the table in front of you.
Power steering, new brakes, updated the radio, the suspension, redesigned the interior, and added a roll bar, but that is just the beginning. At first, I made videos to show just my family the process, but it turned out that a bunch of other people love seeing them too. And once I finished my Bronco, I had to get a Mustang, of course.
Wait. That was a great shot, by the way.
Them too. And once I finished my Bronco, I had to get a Mustang, of course.
Yeah, I think I need to free my people. I need to get my people free. She is so cute. I gotta free my people. I'm a pro-black now. Is that how it works? Is that how it works? Is that what's supposed to happen? Because, like, I mean, she's good looking. This is a great shot. But, like, damn, a lot of women are in their feelings behind this shot. And I ain't gonna lie. That is a face that would make you want to free your people. I'm having dreams of Wakanda right now. Willing to risk it all. Willing to risk it all, bro. Yo, so you get out of work, right? You punch the clock. It's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You're walking out of your job, walking off the factory floor, you're walking out of the shop or whatever. And this woman just pulls up in front of you, classic Mustang. And she says, "You coming or not?" That's it. That's all she does. She just pulls up right in front of you. "Are you coming or not?" No. I think she's gonna fix my genetics. Whatever I got wrong with my genetics, she is the missing gap. She's gonna fill in all of my gaps, bro. Whatever is going on in my genetics that needs a touch up, she's gonna handle that. She's gonna handle all that. You see what she did to that Mustang, bro? Is all I'm saying. If she pull up to you, you get out of work and she pull up to you in that Mustang, and she roll the window down, and she look right at you, and that's all she says. You coming or not? Hey, man. Gonna get that genetic tune up. Go get that genetic tune up. She could pop my hood and figure out what the hell's going on. And listen, we good, baby.
The whole experience showed me I could do more than I thought I could. I hope other women see my passion for cars and want to follow their own passions too.
Now, the funny thing about this whole eat your heart out Sydney Sweeney moment is that for like the last year, I know that because, I'm internet culture. I'm paying attention to all kind of stuff that I don't even talk about all the time. But white boys have been eating her up for at least a year now. I think she got famous on what was it, Stranger Things or something? I don't know. I didn't catch whatever she blew up on, but she has just slowly been climbing the charts of the white boys' hottest. And right now, she is the American white boy's dream girl. There's no other way to put that. She is the American white male's it girl. And so to think that y'all are just gonna intellectualize your way out of this box, no. Just let the beautiful white woman walk past. Don't say nothing. Don't flinch. Don't jump. Don't try to fix your makeup like this fugly bitch right here. Just let it go. You can't win this one. You got way too many things working against you right now.
Literally getting treated like a dog. I'm sorry, because that's how she's treated. She's treated like a fucking dog. Like no one actually, like, I'm sorry, but like I don't see that many people that genuinely respect her or her acting. It's always her and her boobs. It's like, and I'm not saying she's a bad actor. I think she's actually, I mean, somewhat kind of decent, but yeah, I'm not like, and it's just, again, like, it's not women, it's not female empowerment either. And I know some people are trying to like excuse her actions, mainly other like white women I've seen that try to excuse her actions, but like that's not female empowerment. You're playing into the system. And regardless if you're just trying to, she's still getting her bag. She's still getting her bag. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's weird. It's weird that she's getting her bag at the expense of eugenics. And for people that aren't aware of what eugenics exactly is, because some people genuinely aren't, eugenics was literally this entire campaign, mainly run like in the kind of in like early 1900s. It's still obviously a thing today that people believe in, but they did like experiments and they came up with like these really weird just theories rooted in pure racism about the fact of like that like certain demographics were inherently inferior and that you would be more susceptible to certain things like
you putting on all this makeup and the fact that it's taken you like all of your life to put on all of this makeup, it's kind of giving feelings of inferiority.
Syphilis or to being a criminal just based on like these pure innate things that were out of your control. And like it was literally the basis of racism. Like it just really shows the rise though, like that the fact that people cannot pick up on these blatantly racist sentiments that are prevalent throughout all of media. The clean girl aesthetic, because that's got plenty of its problems too. The whole trad wife aesthetic, like literally just the whole soft girl, soft life, like depend on a man financially aesthetic. Like it's just so blatantly leaning towards right-wing media, right-wing fascism, and the fact that so many people do not, and I mean like,
girl, what is going on with the angles on your face, baby? Damn. Got the rock jaw like crazy though. What is happening with this cranial structure? Like, I want to examine your skull, baby. Like, what is happening with you?
Do not pick up on it is terrifying. But it's crazy to me at the same time that like if you do pick up
got
on
that
it,
maniac cop jaw.
People are like, oh my gosh, you're just so woke. Like you're too woke. Like I am. I mean, if you think I'm too woke because I believe in the stuff that I believe in and I can recognize the signs of right-wing, the right wing taking over in the media and etc., then I guess I'm the wokest bitch you've ever met. Like I really think that people need to analyze the media a lot more because I'm a politics and media studies double major, and I don't think people try to downplay just how much politics affects media and vice versa. Baby, they are one and the same. Okay, like media literally feel this past elections results because of again the rampant rise of conservative media influencing Gen Zers to actually go out and vote for that orange bitch. Like
that's what her chin remind me of, bro. Like the meat on your chin, it looks like you're trying to put makeup over your beard. Like the whole thing. Like I really do. I want to take a good look at the shape of your skull. Like because I need to know where the deformation begins. Like, is it structural? Is it a muscular thing? Is it the shape of your jaw? Like you really got like this weird like, and they say black folk don't have no Neanderthal DNA. Could have fooled me.
Y'all, it's crazy.
You look like you hunt ancient predators and shit. Like you could have captured an aurochs or something like that.
And no one, and I mean no one, can defend Tess ad and commercial. Like I said, not one pair of jeans was shown. Not all I saw was tits and a white little blonde girl that would have been
Light skin Urukai. That I've been trying to think of it. That's exactly what this light skin Urukai bitch. Oh my god, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. This is a light-skinned Urukai on the hunt for the One Ring, and she thinks Sydney Sweeney got it. Light-skinned Urukai. That's what I've been trying to figure it this whole time. I'm trying to find the right combination of obscure things to perfectly capture the moment. And yet, light-skinned Urukai, bro. Not the little skinny, ugly ones, the big, meaty ones. The big ones that was at that battle where it was raining and shit. Where Sauron, where Gandalf was like on the sunrise of the third day, looked to the east, and they rolled down with all the knights or whatever, because they were fighting the dark-skinned Urukai. She the light-skinned one. Red bone Urukai. You didn't even know they could be light-skinned. Yeah, the age of the white woman is over, ass bitch. Yes, bro, that's exactly where we are. A fucking light-skinned Urukai.
favored by Hitler.
That's why you trying to look at that face. Look at that face to tell me you don't got Urukai physiognomy. Look at that. Come on, man. It took a minute. But it finally occurred to me. It just hit me. Urukai. Like, I know I recognize you from somewhere. I could tell. Want to eat the flesh of a youngling ass face.
And that was the only message. And for any people of color that are considering buying American Eagle jeans or whatever apparel after this, just American, Eagle apparel after that, and like actually look and thought that commercial was cute, or like, oh, it's funny, ha 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 ha. Like, I want you again to understand that concept of eugenics and understand that they were literally saying that your genes are inferior.
And so of course you took that personal, right? Being all light-skinned at Urukai and shit, you took that personal.
Bitch, I see what you did there.
So, has anyone else seen that? I'm sure plenty of y'all have. That fucking Sydney Sweeney American Eagle collab. Those commercials are fucking scary. Like, we're about to go back to that early 2000s, like, hardcore fat phobic era. Because, bitch, what the fuck you mean?
Yeah, we are. First, we broke Lizzo. Shout out to Lizzo. Lizzo looking almost snackable lately. She getting there. Lizzo getting there, man. Let me see if I can pull up a current picture of Lizzo. Because we broke Lizzo. She got tired of people calling her a big fat ass, and so she did something about it. See, look, this is how Lizzo used to look. But there's a new Lizzo picture. I just saw a recent picture of Lizzo. There's a recent picture of Lizzo. She working her way into a snack. She trying to get there. She's approaching thick. She went from fat to she kind of thick looking now. She's still fat, but by black standards, she's just thick. Bullying works, y'all. Don't give up. Never stop bullying.
You talking about your perfect jeans. Not the jeans you wear, okay? Like, I get that that's what they're going for, but like they're literally talking about her blonde hair, blue-eyed fucking jeans. Okay, like they're not even being subtle about it. And then to top it all off, they're gonna try to be like, oh well, you know, her line of jeans portion of this is gonna go to domestic violence survivors, which there's nothing wrong with that. But it's also like, what are you trying to say in these ads, bro? Like it feels like you guys don't even know what messaging you're trying to send, because
They know exactly what messaging they're trying to send. That's why you're hurt.
she's trying to, who is she appealing to in these commercials? You know what I mean? Like it's giving very much, you know, Elon Musk's like biggest inspiration. Like I can't, you know what I mean? Like those people who really like blonde hair, blue-eyed people. Those are the people that I'm talking about, okay? It's giving that they're,
You know, and thank you, SKC. I almost forgot about that guy because I was kind of focusing on the women today. But I noticed Rashad Ritchie. I haven't watched his yet, but I did have it bookmarked. We're going to jump to that.
trying to appeal to that demographic, and it's fucking scary. And she's doing that whole like the little moaning voice, like what is it, vocal fry? She's doing that voice throughout all the commercials, and it makes me so fucking uncomfortable. Like, go look at the commercials if you haven't already, but yikes, 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 yikes. This is not a good look for her. And it's like every time I see her, by the way, every time I see Sydney Sweeney, you're being sexualized. Like, you do realize that the MAGA crowd is pimping you out. I hope you understand that. Oof. So
There is nothing so terrifying to a black woman as an attractive white woman. Like, they see a beautiful white woman, they literally think Nazi Germany, they think slavery, they think beatings and oppression.
Make it stop. Make the hurt stop, please. Like
Sydney Sweeney ad teasing about eugenics, and this is a very racist element of our science culture. Here it is.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very.
You know, there's something else I think being left off the table here. Let me bring this up. And I said this a minute ago, how she is like the it girl for a lot of young white boys. Like, she's number one. As far as I can tell, she's number one for the young white male crowd on the internet. That's their girl. And what I think is also kind of being low-key attacked, like subliminally, white men are not allowed to have beautiful things. That's another thing I think that's really being put out here. White men don't deserve beautiful things.
Put it at full mass. It's called eugenics, has been utilized by racist individuals. Ironically, racist people like the KKK, who somehow claim that they are the masters of genetic expression while dating their cousins and sleeping in their mother's bedroom. I just had to. Okay, American Eagle's new fall campaign boasts the tagline, Sydney Sweeney has great genes, okay? Jeans, which is, in my opinion, a wink and a nod to the eugenics movement, also anchored by Tucker Carlson and others. Social media has strong reactions to the campaign. Here it is.
This Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad campaign, Nazi propaganda. We want blonde hair, blue-eyed babies propaganda.
Oh boy, now we're gonna get a bunch of ads like, don't you wish you were white? Me, to my teeth. Crest tooth polish, be white. Everyone knows that white is better. White chocolate. be white. Then maybe y'all will be like, something's up.
They probably wanted to market something that would just bring a lot of attention to American Eagle, regardless of who might be looking or who might be willing to buy or anything, or who their target audience is, allegedly. I feel like that's another perspective too that I feel like no one's really getting. Like, you know, at the end of the day, like, they're still getting the attention.
If you didn't think that this American Eagle, Sydney Sweeney, Great Jeans, eugenics ad could get even worse, just wait until you find out about their CEO. This is Jay Schottenstein, who has been the CEO of American Eagle since 2015. Just wait until you see what he gives his money to. He gave $1 million to John Kasich.
I'm telling you, there's something else happening here. This whole thing, it's deeper than just a white woman. It occurs to me now, there is definitely a white men don't deserve this type of thing happening here. And so, and that's why that's what a lot of this really boils down to. You know, don't let the white guys get too excited about anything.
In the 2016 primary, he gave a ton of money to Trump in 2024. But that's not all, because he is very pro-Israel. Him and his wife actually have their own campus for archaeology in Israel that basically, you know, digs up things from the Holy Land and gives it to Israel. He's a major donor for
SKC. If you want to come up, I'll shoot you the link.
JNF, which basically illegally puts Jewish settlements in Palestine. He gave $157,000 to Netanyahu at his last election.
If you thought the company just slipped up, made an error, maybe they weren't aware of whoever was in charge of the ad campaign and it slipped past top management, think again. Because this type of ad aligns with the CEO's personal beliefs. Quote, maybe I'm too woke. One viral post read. Put up the picture full mask. Writer and TikTok user E.B. Johnson
check your Twitter.
Also
SKC.
posted noting that the ad seemed to echo a specific line from vintage Calvin Klein commercials featuring Brooke Shields. Quote, the secret of life lies hidden in the genetic code.
Again, that was another great campaign featuring a really beautiful it girl of the day. And so I just got to drop this real quick. You know, we gotta do this for Sydney.
Don't take these beautiful things that I've got.
Don't take these beautiful things that I've got, all right? You see these two beautiful things? Don't take this away from us. We need these beautiful things.
Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God.
Sydney Sweeney got white boys out here making music like this, man. You don't make music like that for ugly women. No flat-chested woman has ever had music like that written about her. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry life didn't work that way for you. But that is the reality of it, though. That is just simply how it is. See, what's good, bro? Welcome to the show.
Man, what's going on, man? This is hilarious but fascinating at the same time. I mean, the thing that got me when I was looking into this a little bit deeper, the car commercials, man. It's like if you look at some of the comments from the car commercials, and then the whole real history of her actually working on cars as a kid and all of that, and knowing her way around all that, man, yeah. Now, I was saying earlier in your chat that it's it's fascinating to me because you put up the Beyonce picture, but she can only be an avatar of that. It's like Sydney actually did the car stuff and the, you know, basically the things that a lot of guys like. Um, she could actually do some of those things.
Well, let me tell you a little bit of my thought process because I came across this image. I don't think this is a licensed image. I think somebody just made this because petty.
Yeah.
Now, because I was about to kind of go down that angle, but I'm glad I didn't, and I realized what I was looking at. This is just graphics over a picture, but because this would be bad for Beyonce to even dip her toe into this. Like, don't do that. And I don't think the corporations, even though it would be an interesting move, I don't think Levi wants to do the race war thing. It's not. It's a dirty thing to do for Levi. So I had to caution myself. That being said, the woman or whoever made this image, they were speaking to something because obviously there's a lot of footage I can play to back up this whole Beyonce has better genes, black people's genes sort of theme. And it speaks to a psychological state where I do think a lot of women, black women in this case, they do feel oppressed by the idea of the white European beauty standard, as they call it. And so for Sydney Sweeney to kind of blow up in this way, and now, I mean, she was already the hot girl. Like I was saying, the guys already were jerking off to her for a while now. And, the white boy has been on this, but for this to touch off such a firestorm, it really does speak to a state of psychological, like feeling like under siege, like they are oppressed by beauty. Can you imagine such a thing?
Yeah, a long time ago, you made a quip about the old Fight Club movie. And I think I could just leave it at that, and you pretty much know the rest of where I'm going.
Well, what was the quip? Like, remind me, because it's too many directions I could go.
The scene where the Tyler Durden, where he hits that guy that kind of looks like very handsome.
Why does that speak to me on? Because every now and then, as a guy, I can totally relate to that every now and then. Sometimes, and maybe even women have this feeling. It's a human feeling, maybe. But sometimes you do feel a weird urge to break something or destroy a thing. Like, that it's very stereotypical in TV. The guy gets mad and punches a wall. It's a very typical male expression of violence. And, sometimes you just want to crush something to feel powerful again. And I think women are kind of having a sense of impotency because you can't crush beauty.
Yeah. And that's like I said, there's so many angles to go at this at, but some time ago, I remember talking stocks with Free Zone, and it was like in between all of the body positivity thing and so forth. And as soon as they dropped that, I was speaking with my wife, and my wife stated, "Hey, don't you have like a little play fund of such and such?" And I was like, "Yeah." She said, "You should reinvest in what is it? In Victoria's Secret." And I said, "Yeah, let's do it." And we made money. We made a lot of money because it was only so long that you could keep beauty down. and during the body positivity ages, the stock went down, it went to crap, and we made a killing off of that when they stated that they were going to bring back the angels. And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to make some money." So in a similar way, I think, see, that's what I mean. It's like in a similar way, I think that you're fighting against something that is so inherent to the human condition, particularly with men enjoying, beautiful women. There's only so long that you can fight against that.
Let's tie a couple of threads together. And I missed you on my conversations about race and liberalism. I really would have liked to get some of your feedback real time, because I was kind of exploring some ideas. And the theory that I've been working with is race. Well, I guess you would call this the thesis, right? Liberalism is essentially a white European construct. The vast majority of the non-white world has no use for any of these liberal notions. And being as that, by inviting all of the non-white world into the liberal heartland, which is Europe and America and the West, it's actually bringing us to a point where issues of race and maybe even religion are actually directly conflicting with liberal goals and liberal notions, right? And what I think also liberalism has revealed is it requires a suppression of a lot of basic human instincts and notions, which is also why it brings them in conflict with like the brown world. And what I think is happening, this is another example of like liberalism and race kind of clashing, whereas the traditional image of white beauty has now reasserted itself over the idea of global diverse beauty, which is this nigga right here on screen. So this is just another angle for race and liberalism to clash, and traditional white images of beauty have come out on top in this moment.
Yeah, it's like it's like they're fighting against the very things that made America and the West what they are. And you're only going to get so far until people are going to be repulsed by it. I think that's why you brought up even earlier the thing about Lizzo. People were starting to get repulsed that this very rotund woman was running around being showcased as some sort of standard for women.
Again, even in that, it was a collective suppression of like basic instincts and basic urges or whatever, because in order to maintain the vision of liberalism, you have to beat back your humanity in a lot of ways. Like basic humanity, it's coming to that level where like you're not even allowed to be like a regular person, because we have to be this liberal utopian. But I want to come back to another video clip here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me skip this one.
God, damn, somebody said Shannon Sharp got fired.
It's very simple.
So Shannon Sharp got fired.
Yeah, somebody said in the chat, ESPN just fired Shannon Sharp. He wanted his white woman dream too.
Hey man. Oh, that's right. I had a Crystal Carrison clip. That's where we're going. That's where we're going. Getting a warning back here. Let me fix that. Let's drop this.
So was this image? Was this the old American Outfitters ad, or is this something that somebody made up?
No, this is a from the Babylon Bee. It's a Babylon Bee image.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Yeah, you know how they are. So
yeah.
It was appropriate for the moment we're in right now. I needed that.
You see what I did there, right?
Okay, Sydney Sweeney and Black women, let's talk about it. We need to understand, I need to understand why this Black woman was crying over
Audio check.
American Eagle Outfitters saying that Sydney Sweeney had good genes. Let's
take a pause real quick, Hood.
You guys help me.
I just wanted to get this out before I forget to do it. But doesn't this entire situation, aren't black women actually doing the meme right now? You know, the one where the white woman is sitting off to the side and the black woman is like, I hate you so much. And she's, yes, yes. And she's like, I didn't even know you exist.
I forgot I had that in the clip. I didn't even add that. It was already here in the bank. Bro, I'll never take this out of the bank. The whole last 2 days have been like this, bro.
I mean, Sydney Sweeney hasn't even said anything about black women today.
Listen, between white women and African women, black women are feeling some type of way, man. They got pressures all around. You got beef everywhere. Don't let the Mexicans get involved.
It's like they're actually doing the meme. I mean, the crying and everything. And sometimes I think some of these memes are like prophecies or something.
Didn't I say this years ago? I said the memes are willing themselves into existence, bro. It's like the memes refuse to be kept on a two-dimensional surface, and they have to project themselves into reality. Like I think a lot of the memes gain sentience after a while. Like once the meme circulates the internet long enough, it starts to just become alive.
If somebody, now I know they can't do it. I know because it's like you're at a large corporation, you can't do this or whatever. But if they did a commercial where somewhere this meme was like in the background somewhere, like on some graffiti or something, holy crap!
I never knew this white girl's name was Sydney. She just got a name. Now her name is Sydney.
Yeah.
All this time, she was just a
now
nameless white girl. Now she's Sydney.
Yeah.
Her name was Sydney Sweeney.
Oh man,
this out.
No, go ahead.
Yep, that got me too. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just so blatant. I keep thinking that people just are not gonna believe us until we're hung out there, but then even then I feel like they'll be like, oh no. Kind of like they are with
because I've been watching this on my Twitter thread, and I've been seeing all sorts of outrage about this Sydney Sweeney ad and American Eagle Outfitters because Sydney Sweeney has blonde hair and blue eyes. This is literally Hitler. This is literally fascism. What they are promoting is eugenics. It's really strange because this is
No, you know what's really strange?
we need to focus more on education because
Education can't make you prettier. I don't know why all y'all bitches be going to school. Education is not gonna make you prettier. You'll probably be you could probably stretch your beauty out if you didn't go to college and get stretched out so much. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Stop trying to intellectualize your way out of this little conundrum. This is the pink. Well, she's the pink pill now, which is a fairly neutral term. The internet will forever remember you as Crystalline Karazin, the girl who swirls. Meaning, the vast majority of her audience, even now as she's kind of dropped her swirling motif, I think she's probably got a black dude by now. Oh, no, she got another white guy. No, we confirmed that. She got a white guy. But even though she's dropped the swirling motif, a large majority of her audience came to her and remained loyal to her because she was leading them on their journey to try to date white men. And now you finally met the enemy, and you bitches are literally crying on the internet. Crystal and Karazin, you got to tell your girls to buck up. You want to date white guys? Well, you got to get through them. You got to get through the Sydneys, all right? Don't cry when you meet a Sydney. If you want to date white guys, don't cry when you confronted with a Sydney, all right? You're gonna have to get your game up. College is not gonna make you prettier than Sydney.
You know, the another thing that because I had this conversation in my circle of friends, and we were sitting and talking, and Um, one of them stated that they think one of the issues with Sydney Sweeney with the whole black community thing is that um she's not like one of those white women that are trying to do things to look more curvaceous like black women. And the guys just like that. She doesn't have like the huge hips and all that other stuff and blah blah blah.
The Kardashian look.
Right.
Because Kim Kardashian crafted her image to kind of be more curvaceous or whatever. And so this is definitely a pullback from the BBL era. The BBL era looks dead now.
Right. And what he brought up was that there's a lot of white women that look like this.
This is what I meant. Listen, if you want to teach your girls how to go get a white man, well, that's the competition. All right. Are you still feeling comfortable? You still feeling confident? I see some of y'all crying in the back there. This is how it is. All right. This is waiting for you at a cafeteria, at a drugstore drugstore cashier, whatever. You know, your liquor store clerk every now and then. Small town America has a bunch of these just roaming around. And I don't know if you guys are ready for that.
And there it is, lasers. It's the whole girl next door thing that, you know, it's not this ultra, like she does has like the, you know, the big breasts and all that other stuff, but this is not far off from a lot of like just white women. You can find a Sydney in different places. So I think that's a lot of the allure of it. Yeah, that BBL era being ended and all of that, and running around trying to poke your behind out. And maybe that's one of the other things. She doesn't have to lead with her behind.
Right. She doesn't. I mean, I don't want to start like gooning over her, but like she's just a cute girl who doesn't really come across as like extra. Like there's this a word I keep hearing thrown around about her, attainable.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole point.
Let's get back to it.
Blonde hair and blue eyes were a thing with Nordic countries and European countries, both Eastern and Western, for nearly 1,000 years. Way before Hitler was born. This was something that was the beauty feature in that particular tribe. I don't understand what you feel it takes away from you for a particular tribe that is not you to celebrate what they think is good genes. What impact do you think that it will have on you unless you don't realize the good genes that you have?
Maybe they really don't think their genes are as good though.
I think Freeman hit it. That it's a signal that of what's real. It's like a lot of guys just want an average white woman. It takes away that they want our bodies cope. It's almost like a thing of saying you're good enough. You don't have to do all that extra stuff. You don't have to have no weave, no wig, no extra nails, no lip injections and all of that junk. And I think it's leaning. I think the cultural winds are going back in that direction.
Well, there is another psychological branch to this tree. A lot of Black women want to be perceived as attractive by white men. And that lack of attractiveness, that lack of attraction from white men it just it's a thing. They don't care for it. It bothers them on some level. And so I think this is all coming out right now. It's like that's really what the beef between, like, I think a lot of black and white women is. It's over white men, basically. Women always fighting over men. Remember what I said earlier? Most of women's political motivation is based on some sort of sexual frustration. It really does kind of get that simple when you think about it.
Yeah, I actually saw that when you shared that clip on X. I think it was like an Indian woman in Europe or something like that. she showed this picture of this white woman and then showed herself and got sad. I was like, wow.
I've been saying that for a while now. Actually, I just kind of kept reposting it. I took a clip of my old tweet and made a picture off it, and because it's something I keep seeing everywhere. You know how it's one of those things. Once you notice it everywhere now.
Yeah,
and I'm just starting to firmly hold on to that. Yeah, like let me show you this.
I became jealous of white women. I wanted to be a white girl. Like, I would pray about it. I would be like, dear God, please make me a pretty white girl so that a guy would like me. Amen. I became jealous of white women.
That's a woman? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just asking, that's a woman, or
I'm gonna assume. I'm gonna assume. I have no reason to not assume. We'll take it as it is.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, either way, that's wild.
What if it's more common than we like to acknowledge? Again, this is kind of underlying. This is the spirit animal in the background of this entire Sydney Sweeney debacle.
I became jealous of white women. I wanted to be a white girl. Like, I would pray about it. I would be like, dear God, please make me a pretty white girl so that a guy would like me. Amen.
And I think this is something that is like unique to the female psyche. Because, like, think about this, right? There's a meme I remember going around about women want to sort of like, how do they frame it? Like women want to see themselves as whatever character or all that, but guys of all races have no problem looking up to Goku or something. Like, I forgot how it was a meme that kind of explained that concept, but women are very jealous about that kind of spotlight sort of thing, whereas guys have no problem looking up to like we could admire Conan or whatever without actually wanting to be a white man. Like, yeah. I don't think any young black kid growing up ever saw Conan on TV and somehow that translated into I want to be white. But I don't know if it's the same with the way a woman's mind works, right? And so I think that's a lot more common, especially with this whole American history. We got this dynamic between black and white. I think there's something going on with that. And I don't know if it's as common in the boys as it might be in the girls.
Oh, wow. I don't know any person that wished to be white. Huh. Fascinating.
It's a thing. And Chocolate Bunny, I love you, baby. We listen, we don't judge. We're gonna make fun of the other girls, not you. But that's a thing, though. That's a thing. Like and it's something that's really like a psychological motivation. Look, Freeman's Journal, Miss Anne. This is a very old.
Yeah, I know it has to be the case because they have erotic literature about that for days. So I mean,
I haven't even gotten into that kind of stuff.
Don't
make me look.
Yeah, black women. You look up, black women, white man novels and stuff. So they have sections of that in like Barnes and Nobles and.
Could you imagine the cover art? Oh my God!
Yeah,
I bet it's some of the cringiest cover art. Now I got to go look this stuff up.
yeah, you'll see them in, Miss Ann bonnets and stuff, and they have fantasies about
Hey, let me go
being
to
with billionaire and millionaire white women. I mean, black white men, and about being the cowboys, secret love, and all of those things. It's I found out about that years ago via David Carroll. He had a nice stream about it.
His healer. She gonna fix him. Oh man, I knew the cover art was gonna be hilarious. His healer.
Yeah, man.
Oh, is that what's the name? That looks like that girl from Issa Rae. That looks like Issa Rae right there. Interracial love affair.
Yeah, they have
Under the Lesser Light. Oh, that sounds wild.
yeah, man.
Stay by my side. Oh, damn. Sounds intense. Man. Ecstasy between flights. Oh man, that's like some Mile High. Oh shit. White man, black woman, endless love. Is that some type of math equation?
Yeah.
Is that like the infinity symbol? White man, black woman, endless love. It just goes on forever and ever, like the song that doesn't end. Whoa.
And you would think that with all of this literature that the that the married out rate would be higher, but it's not.
Get out of there. No, get out of there. Oh my god. Unrequited love. Oh man. Who is this Caucasian? This giant Caucasian cracker dick. What this? The black woman, white man club. It's a whole club. Oh lordy Jeezy.
Yeah.
No, not a club, bro. I didn't want it to be a whole club. Why I gotta be a club with this Norwegian Neanderthal and this weave Wookiee? This don't even look humanly possible. Like, I don't even think your kids are possible, bro. This is not right. What are we looking at?
As I told you, like the big fan, country boy, and everything out in the on the ranch and so forth. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Freeman. I'm gonna hit you on Damn. I don't even know. Are you even on Twitter? Yes, you are. I'm gonna send you the link because I don't really want to open the chat. I can't do a full panel because it's gonna run way long. So, you know what? Let me just drop this link. Listen, Freeman Journal. I'm gonna send you the link. This is for Freeman's Journal. I know you've been trying to get up for a second. Here, take the link. This is not an open panel, y'all. It's not an open panel.
A black woman, white man, billionaire romance.
Yo, you really just turned me on to a whole nother world of cringe.
Hey, it wasn't me. Thank David Carroll, man, because he did a long show about this.
I never really got into David Carroll. Like, he came along. Well, I came along into this kind of space by the time he kind of was passed away, or like he was maybe like by the time I even heard of the Red Pill, I think he died in the next year, maybe.
Yeah, man. He knocked this out the park. I was like, wow.
English muffin.
Redneck rebellion.
And it's like 3 of them up there. Damn, they went General Hazard on that ass. Oh man, they went all General Hazard up there. Damn, Freeman's Journal. Stop me from talking, bro.
Okay. See, look, this is what it codes as. It codes as Sydney Sweeney is stealing Brad from them. Do you understand? That is what she is doing. That is why there is so much angst, right? Because there is the white man, black woman propaganda is strong.
Get out of there, Freeman.
Strong. I mean, look at all the media. Who's that guy? Michael Fassbender. He was in what was that show? Station Chief or something, some CIA drama.
Oh
And
God, I hate when they keep
remember
doing
that?
that. Stop giving white guys black wives all the time. Like it just feels weird and clumsy now.
Yeah, it's called the agency, Central Intelligence. That's one. That's just one recent example, dude. It's everywhere, right? Literally everywhere. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. But the thing is, Sydney Sweeney coming along is just snatched that away from them, right? And it's in the package of a plain Jane, 5'3", attainable white girl.
Get out of there, Freeman. Stop.
I'm telling
Stop. They you like you got it like they in their mind. They're saying, man, we just got these white dudes to want a voluptuous black woman.
Yes. Right, because there's like you mentioned how I had in the chat is there's no cope. There's no, oh, she trying to tan, she trying to be like us. They just want us. Nope. Nah, that's not hitting. And then the whole thick thing, it's like, thick how? That's not thick. That's nothing that they are. So there's
Right.
this intense like jealousy.
She
Intense
represents
jealousy.
like an impossible body type for a lot of black women, because for so long there's been this whole BBWs are beautiful wave, and black women we just naturally big boned it and all that, and so it's now like, oh, that's what you want. I just can't. And so now, instead of just rolling with it, we have to now intellectualize our way out of being unattractive. It's like, if you really think about it, I'm actually hotter.
Man, okay, Hood, I'm gonna give you another link, man. I want you to tell me what you think about this. I was sharing this earlier because I was making commentary about something that I've been noticing with music as well. But I think that there's other stuff to pick off in this commercial. This is Sweeney in the Hey Dude commercial.
Right, I got you. One sec.
You can take the dude out of the country. You can't take the country out of the dude. Wish you were here.
Oh, they love those shoes, bro. They sell those in they sell those in Tractor Supply, homie.
bro, think about this, bro. Bath water. They actually sold her bathwater soap. Now, I don't know, obviously, like the logistics on selling her bathwater, like obviously it's not real, it's a gimmick, but the concept of it all, like she is the it girl. And she does kind of represent a certain changing of the guard. Y'all, like black women, y'all had your moment. Just fade into the background with grace and dignity. I know it sounds crazy, right? Asking for a lot, asking for way too much. It's like in Lord of the Rings, after they destroyed the One Ring, they still had to go out and crush an army of orcs. And the orcs are upset right now. And they're trying to destroy our beautiful things.
Don't take these beautiful things that I've got.
Love those beautiful things.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. It is that deep psychological breaking that is happening.
He said, divester breaker.
I'm telling you, dude. It is this, and oh, what was that? There's another ad. Darn it. Where is it?
Friezo said it. Yeah, I shared the one the GTO commercial, because that's the one that when I was talking about it in my little circle, the dudes were saying they were wondering why that one wasn't the one that a lot of people were like, man, because it's like you talk about white dudes, that's the one.
Hey, play that last link I put in.
All right. Oh yeah, I had this queued up too. I just didn't get to it. Like once you bring up a panel with like another guest, you kind of lose your order of clips.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, I think I gotta reset. Hold on, I gotta reset this. Wait a second. Let me drop the graphic.
That's insane. That's insane. Somebody said the peak was sexy red. Oh man, that was another part about that hood, and I'm throwing this out into the ether. I'm trying to guess with it, but let me go ahead and let you play this.
Hey, you want to go to American Eagle?
Oh, I can't go in there because I'm black.
Okay.
Hey, you want to go
stop.
to?
So stop. Go to like the last panel, or like fast forward just the still. But here's the thing: listen to her voice, right? What
Hey, you want to go
neighborhood?
to American Eagle?
Oh, I can't go in there because I'm black.
Right? Listen to her voice. What area does she hail from? And then you look at her figure. What area does she hail from? Right?
Why is her hair blonde?
Yeah. This is a Miss Ann breaking, right? This is a middle or upper middle class black girl getting her dreams shattered. That's what
This is one of the things I've been thinking about, that sort of upper middle class and upper class black society. This sort of like, we're wealthy, but you somehow still desire to be accepted in all the white spaces. You like having your own whatever isn't enough. You still want to be loved by them too. And it's just a weird thing. Like I don't know if the lower class has time for that.
They've inherited the inferiority complex from the lower half. That's why I think about this a lot, right? Because I have a daughter and I live in the upper middle class. So the thing that she could turn into this scares the hell out of me. So I raise her very much in I'm cognizant of this, right? She needs to have her own self-image, right? Be her own person, right? And be, like a fit, feminine, friendly super soldier, period. That inferiority complex ain't happening. So
Gonna give it a Captain America serum.
I'm telling you, I am dead serious, because that is a pitfall or a danger if you're raising, a black girl that is upper middle class. It just is, because it doesn't happen all the time, but you see it so often. So I'm just like,
right.
You know what I mean? It's like I gotta have those guardrails up.
Because from my perspective, Sydney Sweeney is a beautiful white girl, but give her 10 years and nobody will be looking at her. Whereas you, black woman, scientifically speaking, the darker you are, you age on average 10 years slower.
Scientifically speaking, this may all be true, but science can't make up for raw beauty. And it kind of gives I've had this suspicion for a while, and now it just is just adding to it. A lot of this pro-black pseudoscience, we was Kangs and my melanin so hard and all of that stuff. All of this is just a huge, impossible amount of cope.
Wait, what? Great. Now, what's our motto? We was Kangs. We was Kangs!
Black men was Kangs and black women were goddesses or whatever. And this is all done to cope with the idea of white, whiteness and all that. It's like we have to build up immense walls of cope, like a cathedral of cope. Like that's what pro-blackness and black studies and all that, you know, the Egyptians were really black, but the white man don't want you to know that. It's all a cathedral of cope. Coming up with some great terms today. Genetically triggered, the cope cathedral. Doing some great work here, man. Sydney Sweeney is just getting niggas all fired up. I'm telling you, the power of this one white woman. I'm telling you, a lot of amazing things are happening right now. God damn it. It's random white folks banging on my back door and shit. You lucky. I know you.
Just want to come to the cookout, man. Damn.
Oh.
Can I get a chicken leg?
Coming from the hinterlands of Indiana. Welcome, sir.
Right. That's what happens if you got white neighbors that live across the hill.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, Sydney Sweeney got a banging ass body on her. That's why they mad. She's making hot again.
No, it's not just the hotness, man. It's the way it is. Right. If she looked like Kim Kardashian, they wouldn't be as upset.
Right.
There's definitely
she got blonde hair and blue eyes, man. Too much German in her.
I'm telling you, the simps, the matriarchal simps are like, her booty flat. She ain't got no hips. She ugly.
You're talking about her booty flat, dude. Did you see her trying to pull them jeans on?
She ain't nothing like you, Queen. And
no,
here comes waddling in 600 pounds.
Just because you like sumo wrestlers doesn't mean the rest of us do. Damn.
Small, white, curvaceous booties, code as elite.
that used to be called an apple bottom, sir. An apple bottom. Right there.
I'm just saying these are the trends that are kind of being fought against, right? So black women, especially with the BBL wave, like I remember the first time I saw BBL in the wild. It was like coming across a wildebeest on Flatbush Avenue or something. I was like, what is that? Because the ass didn't belong on the body, and that's how I knew it couldn't be right. And that it was like Kim Kardashian sort of started this era where the big round ass was a thing that was to be desired and aimed for, and white girls wanted to get a better ass. And I'm not saying that she has a completely flat ass. It's not even about that. But the idea that having a big, giant, quote, black girl ass, that era's done.
Yeah,
well, look,
I never understood that myself. But
personally, I think guys are getting tired of being told that, you know, the what is beautiful is a fat bald woman or a dude dressed like a woman. You know, this is a society pushing back and saying no. This isn't what, you know, the pinnacle of beauty is.
Don't even get me started on the tees, man. I bet the tees are just killing themselves right now. There's probably a rash of tees.
Stop, preference. Stop. Imagine if Sydney came out with a brand of SS shirts.
Oh shit.
Oh no, that's already a part of her lore.
Yeah,
it's already a
part of there.
They have already worked that into her lore and everything. They're trying to, you know, come up with all these symbolic connections to the 1,000-year Reich, and it's already there, bro. I bet you there's
like that picture of her with that German Shepherd and shit.
Oh man, that's a nice pic too. She just gives Germania.
Look, dude, you know damn well that underboob in that commercial when they're panning up, that underboob is amazing. It's amazing.
On the physical appearance than a Sydney Sweeney.
Wait, let's start that cope over. Let's back that cope up a little bit.
Speaking, the darker you are, you age on average 10 years slower on the physical appearance than a Sydney Sweeney. I just turned 52 this month. Sydney Sweeney can have it on the front end because they'll have it for a real long time on the back end. And you know what that is?
Pause.
That's good genes too.
That's cope.
Did she just say that she'll be able to be a hoe longer?
Bro, she looks every day of 52, every second of it. What's she talking about?
Oh, why is a 52-year-old trying to compare themselves to a 20-year-old?
Because that's what bitches do, dude.
See, but that's the thing. It in a matriarchy, right? The looks and the physical matter, right? In another group at 52, it's what did you do as a wife? What did you do as a mother? Because they all get old, right? But they don't have the what did I do as a wife and mother standpoint. Just the alpha widows are the kings. It's like, bro, it's not the same culture. In this culture, it's just, I'm still thin at 60, so I'm a winner, even though I've never had kids and not married and have run out of money.
And look, that's why all I hear when she says they might have it on the front end, but we black people, we got it on the back end. All I hear is I get to hoe longer than the white person. That's all I hear when you say shit like that. I get to be a hoe longer.
Extended hoeing. It's like a warranty plan.
Man, this is fascinating. I mean, this is a fascinating conversation, man, because the psychology behind it of these much older women, like what in the world? Why would you be triggered by a 20-year-old woman?
Same reason why moms are triggered by their daughters when they get prettier than them.
Yeah, the psychology, bro. You don't want to go there. It gets so dark. Going any further than this point, it's just darkness. Bro. You don't want to know.
Dude, trying to get inside the woman's mind is going through the pits of hell, and we leave that shit for dirty folks to do for us.
Man, look, I am not the canary in your coal mine, sir. I already know what hell look like. My mama black. Look, you know what's weird about this? From time immemorial, right? White women have been trying to have a black girl booty, right? They wore crinolines back in the day, the frames under their dress to make it look like they got buns, all that, right? Like the natural shape of what black women think is their natural shape. It has always been celebrated, right? Cool. Then white women got BBL, starting with the Kim K type of thing, even if you want to call it Armenian, whatever she is, right? And then black girls went crazy, like, I got booty, but I need more booty. I know a girl with a booty that got a BBL from the top of her butt to put at the bottom of her butt to get a C. I said, why did you do that? Like, it became a thing, right? And then at the same time, while black girls was going BBL crazy, around 2008, 2009, white girls learned what chicken and cornbread were, and they got thick. I'm in Atlanta in 2007, like, oh my God. They learned what seasoning is. So when black girls got BBLs, white girls got Lowry's. And now they're mad that everybody's going back to what it was before they decided, body positivity and all that.
They're mad at guys like collarbones. That's all it is.
Yeah, they're mad guys like collarbones. You know what? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna drop the mic. Angry Snowman, you came up in the conversation, right? With me and my mentee, right? Because I'm animated by I ain't never hit a big girl, right? So there's an old clip of Tyra Banks in 2002 kicking a girl off American Top Model who was a size 6, and she was like, "Oh, you too big." And he sent me that like, "Yo, that was big in your day when you was a teenager." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, man." He said, well, man, they've been obese my whole life. I'm like, bro, you 26, you fucked up. It's your mama's fault. She had you too late. Like, but they whole lifetime, all they know is fat and gay. So I understand why she's saying pre-2000 or whatever she said.
Let me read this super chat. True Hype with the foul ball. He says, if you are eating crap, overweight, don't work out, and overall health is trash, didn't you just waste any genetic advantage you may have had? Yeah, that's why I was teasing that other fat chick. You wasted all your genes. He was dragging your genes.
True.
Now you up here crying about Sydney Sweeney.
Very true, True.
Don't be mad because she didn't waste her genes. It's Jermaine's fault.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
Yeah, I was just thinking, man. It's like I don't remember like a whole
Black
bunch.
may not crack, but it definitely expands.
I don't remember a whole bunch of white women that were just that were the it women that just had huge butts and stuff.
No, dude. Like I remember when I was younger, I was in love with Kathy Ireland, dude, and she was fit as hell.
Well, one thing I will say, I don't really notice white women crashing out over black women. Like you see how like now there's this
white
sort
folks
of
don't
change
give
in
a shit.
guard. Yeah, it's just it's a weird problem to notice. Like, why are the black women crashing out so hard? Like, white
Okay.
girls have never sweated y'all the way y'all sweating them. It's just a wild thing to see happen. Like that meme, it just doesn't die. This is like one of the realest memes to ever really happen.
She does look like Sydney Sweeney too now.
And I've been telling y'all 2 years, bro. The only thing that can stop a black woman is a white woman. Y'all thought I was playing. You know why? You know where you don't see black women? White women crashing out over things like this because every other group of women. Every other group. You can go Asian, Latino, whatever, right? They do what their man likes. Asian men don't like tall, big feet women. Asian women wrap their feet up and walk, like penguins. White men like big titties. White girls get breast implants.
Yes, we do.
So, like, black dudes liked ass, but black girls already had ass, and now they want bigger ass, but they don't want the man. Black women are the only people who don't do what they targeted different demographic wants them to do, and then they complain. So now they're complaining about everything. It's not a white woman thing. That's just today's argument. Tomorrow it'll be white supremacy. The day after that it'll be black men. Black women are the only people that get their own expo. Think about that. You have the black
Bunny type something. I want to comment on because she said nobody wants us like they want white women, and I think that's an internal mechanism. I don't think that's true, and I think this is something that black women struggle with.
Well,
nobody wants black women. Hold on. Let me get this all the way off the runway. Nobody wants black women as much as black men, but black women want to be wanted by everybody.
Right, and without sounding rude, though, to respond to her comment, is that a everyone else problem or is that a you problem?
It's definitely a them problem, bro. Imagine having a women's expo, right? A black women's expo. So you don't want black men there. You don't want black, and you don't want all women because it's a black women's expo. And then you go with the brokest targeted demographic and say, "Yo, my booth didn't make money." This is what black women do. Imagine having access to every black man you ever wanted, from kindergarten to your menstrual cycle, until whatever, right? Whatever phase you think that you're no longer, and you skip all of them, then get mad if he moved to Iowa, get a white girl, and his credit get right.
Well, let me kind of now expand on this idea with Chocolate Bunny. Yeah. Every race of women want to be wanted by everybody, but this is where they want to like psychologically attack the concept of the European beauty image, the European beauty standard. What they're saying is that everybody wants white women the most. And so that's where it bothers a lot of black women. Like they want to be wanted the most by everybody. And some things just are, right? I don't have the recipe for how to fix that, right? I can't raise your collective desirability, but that seems to be one of the things that we're running up into right now. Sydney Sweeney just kind of ripped the scab off of it.
I'm kind of going with 24 birds. I thought everybody wanted Asian women the most too. I think black women just want to reject everybody. They want to reject Brad and Jamal, and at the same time, I think you're just hateful people. So you think everybody hates you, and it's only intelligent to hate who hates you. So I understand that. Just hateful people. Don't worry about that part.
Freeman, you were trying to jump in there.
Well, okay, so the key thing is that it is a gynocracy. Right? They do not respect the men. Therefore, they can derive nothing for their own self-image, right? From being wanted by those same men. Right? It's like the Tom Brady skit, right? All right. They want Brad to come over and pump up their ego. Right? When Jamal come over, it's like, ugh, get out of here. So it leaves them in this no man's land of psychological torture.
And it really is like the height of irony that black women feel collectively unloved or undesired, yet black men have to, like, every generation raise the bar with their professions of love and desire. only black men say stuff like the black woman is God. Any one group saying that? No, nobody else operates on this. And this is what's really ironic about the black man professing his love for the black woman.
A lot of people seem to not understand me.
Science proves that the black woman is God. We're not just saying that.
And the black and Latino woman, they manifested themselves out of dark matter energy. All right.
I believe the black woman is God.
Black woman, God. I don't believe God, no man. I believe God, a black woman.
The black woman is God.
But my number one subject matter is the black woman is God. That's first and foremost.
Black woman is God.
The black woman is still God.
You're God, black woman.
The black woman is God. She is the creator. She is the sustainer. She is the provider. She is the first teacher of the children. She is everything to the black race.
But don't get it wrong. I am still a white man's whore.
Don't want her.
And that's the problem.
And that's the problem.
And look, dude,
you are the problem, sir. You are the problem.
Look, dude, I'm gonna let my inner racism out, man. The truth of the matter is this is just typical black women shit, where they gotta have something to be oppressed by. They gotta be something to be bitching about, something that's gotta be, societally affecting them as a whole, as a collective, even though they're not a monolith. I mean, it's just typical shit to me.
No, we figured it out. It's your fault.
Not only is it your fault, this race war is going to be your fault because you didn't accept these goofy ass toddlers, bro. They're going to go and get every man in a race to jump you because they're sad over a jeans commercial. You're going to get jumped because she's sad that she can't wear American Eagle, sir. Now her brother got to delete you because she's crying because you don't want her. Look, it gets deep, bro. Look.
I'm telling you, listen.
She mad that I don't want her, but then at the same time want me to stay the hell out of her business.
Listen, this is how we solve the problem, right? The next time, and this is not a you thing. I'm just sort of throwing this out there.
I know.
Next time, white guys, you get the call to a domestic, and it's a black house, and it's a woman. I couldn't make it. Find a reason to not intervene. That's the thing. We have to just pull back and let nature take its course.
It's
going to be ugly at first.
You know what the play is right now, Hood. I think you shared a little bit of it with me online on X, but the play I see coming, get into country music.
Oh, they already started that play.
I heard you were talking about the Africans doing a country thing. I shared a clip of that. They say we have no culture. Them niggas over there country line dancing and shit. They're gonna import horses next.
Oh, now you know what it feels like to be white and not have a culture.
Oh, it goes much deeper than that, Snowman. I mean,
Bro,
did you steal your culture from Africans too?
They have an African Elvis.
Bro, when you let Little Nas X in, I knew it was over. I was like, dang. I mean, I find myself constantly saying this sense to myself, man, they don't make white guys like they used to.
They stole Elvis, bro.
You don't believe me?
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
They stole Elvis, bro. I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, at this point, I believe anything's possible. I mean, victims are going to victim.
I mean, just let the man be dead. Jesus Christ. They went and stole Elvis, bro. Just couldn't let him be dead.
Stole him right off of the fucking alien spaceship and everything.
There you go.
They gonna steal.
He couldn't be abducted by aliens in peace, man. Just leave the man alone.
Watch them steal Tupac.
I thought Tupac was in Cuba.
Guys, when they walk into my show, they had been believing when they heard the sound that probably it's a white guy from the West doing country. Thank you very much.
Oh God, what in the fuck is that?
I just want you to know I was going to hold on to this for the next round of Diaspora Wars because this is such a good shot. This is a kill shot, bro.
Man, you ever experience something and you just turn around and walk out, whatever it happens to be, You know,
Yeah.
I go in.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
walk into a honky tonk. I'm like, oh man, I haven't been to a honky tonk in 5 years. Let me go in here. And that guy's on stage.
I'm turning and walking out too.
I'm cool.
You
I'm
niggas have no culture.
We are in Nairobi City in Kenya. Yes, and this is where we usually have our Sunday evening concerts. Chill and travel all around. I was born the year that Elvis Presley died.
Sir Elvis.
Sir Elvis. I was.
You didn't know Elvis was reincarnated as a black man?
And this
Wow.
bigger than Nino
Elvis
Brown,
would have
bro.
killed himself.
This is
Elvis
bigger
would
than
have
Nino
killed. If
Brown.
Elvis come back as a black man, he would immediately kill himself.
I don't know why.
Unbelievable.
I mean, if he came back as Muhammad Ali, maybe not. But this guy,
maybe. All right, maybe. No. All right. If he came back as an African, he would immediately kill himself.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. I mean,
Damn, not
because Snoop Dogg is really Willie Nelson reincarnated, and Willie Nelson not even dead yet. So I don't know.
Born the year that Elvis Presley died. So when my mom gave birth to baby boy, she wanted the baby boy to be named Elvis. But when I woke up this morning, I'm a country music artist. Country music has been here since the 50s and 60s.
How do you country living in the Serengeti?
How, Sway? How are you chasing cows in the Serengeti, Sway?
right?
How,
He said
Sway?
50. He said 50s and 60s, right? So remember that other show you did, Hood, with the Bye Bye Diallo or whatever that was? Yeah. That's what country was taking over.
That was in the 50s.
So now country culture is, risking trying to keep from getting eaten by lions, tigers, and bears.
Man, this niggas be stealing everything. Next, they're gonna say we invented country music.
He must be Nigerian, bro, because he's stealing everything, bro.
Oh, man. I got one more for you. One more for you.
You ain't shit for that, SK.
No. You gonna say I'm not nothing for this one.
African Elvis singing African country music.
And I have dozens of clips just like the one that the last one that I put in. It's a true thing that is going on in Africa right now.
Oh boy.
They want to be Americans so bad.
They really do. They really do.
You niggas with your no culture.
What the fuck is this?
See,
I didn't make this. I didn't make it.
I'm just hoping he got on pants.
They'll complain about this, but they're the
thing
ones that let Little Nas X in, right?
I'm
Didn't
just hoping he
nobody
got
do that
pants.
with him.
Do they have on pants, bro? That's all I want to know. Is he wearing pants or is that some type of? That's all I'm asking.
Dude, that's like a fucking tarp he's wearing around his waist.
Some of them got a Tarzan, what do you call it, loin cloth? That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, no more of this, SKC. No more of this.
How do you sing
No
about
more
the
of
country?
this sort of thing.
How do you sing about the country living in a mud hut?
Whoa. Snowman, there's one of this couple and they're singing together this little ballad, this country ballad and everything. They got the country gear on and all that. And in the middle of the ballad, they talk about what it's like to be part of a hillbilly band.
Oh my God.
God. I'm just a country boy.
Look, if he had on a loin,
now they're trying to hillbilly culture from white people too.
what? You know what though? Here's the thing:
Wow.
hillbilly culture has a strong black influence. You know that, right? Like one man's trailer park is another man's project complex. Hillbilly culture is strong in the Midwest, bro.
Yeah, but hillbilly culture originates from the Irish and the Scots, bro.
Look, the Irish are slaves too. That's why you foundational American. You saw 12 years a slave. You was right next to us getting paid for day labor while we was getting paid slave wages. We together. You the reason that we have marriage licenses, sir, because all the black women got free and wanted to marry the Irish man, and your girls was like, you better get them, George, and you the reason that we can't just pick up girls and carry them over the threshold, and now we married. Now we got to go to the courthouse and make a state because of you. Once again, white man, you trying to steal the black woman is why we are down as a country. All this is your fault.
It's not even that he was trying to steal it. It's that he didn't really want it. That's really the thing. He just didn't really want it.
I just wanted cheap labor. That's all I wanted.
Right. He didn't really want her. Now she's stuck looking at us like we did something. It's been a long show. Mr. O, you kind of coming in right at the tail end. I got to get out of here in a hot second, bro. What's good, Mr. O?
Hood. Man, this was a great show. By chance, did you see that link that I sent you about the watermelon diet?
No, we're on X on Twitter.
No, it was in the chat. I had dropped it in the chat. Go ahead, put it in the back.
Put it in the back chat right now.
I got a video of black folks watermelon fishing.
That would be hilarious, bro. But that's
what is a watermelon fish? What is watermelon fishing?
Basically where you see a bunch of watermelons floating down like a man-made little like canal or creek, and black folks out there trying to snag them up. Watermelon fishing.
Are they stealing?
First of all, that sounds Mexican. Second of all, that's racist, sir.
Like, are they stealing people's watermelon? It just sounds like produce theft.
No, sir. It's watermelon fishing.
Bro, but watermelon is really a Mexican thing. Y'all put that on black people, but Mexicans really the watermelon vendor type of guys, bro.
Tell me you're going to turn down a nice fresh watermelon.
I probably would, but my dad wouldn't. I know my dad would not. So there's a little bit of truth in that, bro. I'm just saying, though, bro. Like, that's not what Mexicans do, bro. Be in front of the Home Depot.
Before you do take off, though, I did want to mention that I saw trying to have an intellectual conversation with Be Brave today. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, Brave isn't terrible. I mean,
I got it.
He's a bit goofy about some stuff, but he isn't terrible.
Okay, it's in the back chat. I was just finding that it was ironic that we was going through this whole American Eagle, now the jeans with the jeans, and now they want to talk about a watermelon diet. And on the cover, it's a white woman basically eating and glistening while eating watermelon. But let it been a boat. I want to hear Keisha say that she's mad that they got a white woman eating watermelon instead of her. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting.
You think we bold enough to own a watermelon diet?
I think we are bold enough to own anything. Start going into this. What did you call it? With the gene thing, the gene congregation. What was it?
Look, at this point, after hearing black women say that diets are racist, I believe anything's possible.
Are we talking about the Cathedral of Cope?
Yeah, the Cathedral of Cope. Yes, sir. The Cathedral of Cope that's right next to the Church of Misogyny. Yes, that right there. Damn,
I didn't realize it was right next to us. That's crazy. SKC, you showed me something. I knew these sort of videos and images were out there, and I said I wasn't going to do that.
What am I looking at?
Africa, bro. This is Africa.
Those your people, Hood?
Allegedly.
Them's your people.
No. We are.
Nah, that's your people, Mr. O. You got to own that shit.
Bro, I'm not owning no girl with a mustache, bro.
Now, Angry Snowman, I didn't want to go there, but I have just seen a couple of Irish people, and especially one with the red hair and green eyes, been talking about they are the Hebrews too. I've been seeing it on TikTok. You better not go there.
There'll be no green eye slander, sir. No red hair Mary Jane Watson slander here, sir. There'll be absolutely.
We already established this last time around. We are not magical skin buddies. All right, I don't care how I look. I am not your magical skin buddy.
Look, Angry Snowman.
This African woman uses her mouth to shower her baby. She comes from a tribe in Namibia called the Himba people and are famous for the bright clay that they use in their hair.
And I love how the white man just sort of like what do you call that word when you just sort of entertain something? You really just like acting like this is some kind of technology. Like you're just spitting on the baby.
I don't think it was intentional, man. That was accidental spit with that gap. Good Lord.
He's just humoring her. That's all. He's just humoring her. Like, oh, look at this fascinating way they've come up with cleaning their baby. Yeah, you're spitting on them. Why didn't I think of that?
Did you hear the hawk in her throat, though? She was doing the hawk to a girl better than her.
And you know what's so crazy, bro? There isn't a child, not a black child anywhere alive, who's some girl, your mom, grandma, girlfriend, has licked their finger and tried to take something out your eye. Get the fuck away. Look, and now you know my whole
your
face,
AIDS, woman,
and you're trying to put on my whole face in your mouth. I don't want your no.
Hey,
get your hepatitis away from me.
Now, before you play Hood, now I just got to say this. Now, first, Angry Snowman, we are the same people. It's just that us black people stay in the song a little bit longer than others. You still one of us, but you're just a light-skinned version of us. So
no, you're not one of no.
He is a nigga. He's a nigga.
I don't want to be.
No, here's the thing.
Too bad.
No.
Why are you making me something I don't want to be?
Exactly. No.
You know what's so crazy? I had this exact conversation the other day on I was like Not for Humans or whatever. I'm like, bro, what's so great about being a nigga? And then and this is the funny part. I wish I should probably go review that show because it was a great moment. So I'm asking them to like explain to me what being a nigga has gotten you in your life. Like literally being a nigga, like how has being a nigga gotten you things? And he was like, well, you know,
targeted by the cops.
No, not the opposite. He literally said, these white folks at my job, you know, they don't talk to me crazy. I got my family together. My kids is grown. They off in college. I'm like, oh, so like you mean being a man? He's like, no, I was being a nigga. I'm like, nah, sir, you were being a man, bro. And we had this whole back and forth. I'm like, no, that's not being a nigga. That was literally you being a man. And it was this weird moment. I'm like, bro, why? I know because linguistically it's just a habit now. We say nigga all the time, but I don't like to think of myself as a nigga. Not anymore. You know what I mean? Maybe once upon a time because I'm trying to be a man. That being a man is far superior to being a nigga.
I'm cool with a nigga or the man, depending on what you do and my reaction. Here's where I'm going, and I want to use Mr. O as an example of the folly. They're not my fucking people. I don't even like Africans. None of them. Not the Eritreans. Definitely not the.
What about the Irish?
My Irish not my niggas either. But I will make a white baby beige. But look, what I'm saying is this,
motherfucker here.
Look. All I'm saying is, it's ironic. You being from Chicago, trains for days, BD crazy, all that shit. That the hour makes it inclusive, and it ain't inclusive. It's us against them on a very local level and a very global level. Whether we go city, state, country against country, United States versus Canada, whatever. It's us versus them, shirt versus skins. This is what we do as men. And I don't like the way that Tony and swarthy men include everybody, black and brown coalitions, Africans who hate you, black women who hate you. Black women not yours. Fuck them too. Like
that's a great point to close. That's a great point to close because we was already we already way off tangent. No, because we were doing a whole different type of show. We kind of way off in the weeds, and then two, I'm past 3 hours and I gotta go to work. So. We gotta wrap this up.
You know you don't work. You know you waiting on that white man to give you your check.
All right, FKC.
I wish I would.
Can y'all do the part 2 of continuing? Since Hood gotta go to work and be a more oral like me, y'all go to your square job too, huh? Hood.
You at work right now, nigga? Shut up. I can hear the white man in your background, nigga.
It is. There's a couple of them.
We can hear the Willie Nelson playing over the intercom.
He right now trying to get an autograph from somebody. You about to stalk somebody right now.
Well, whenever
I'm trying to be over Angel Reese to come over here later, bro.
Whenever he goes live again and we have an opportunity to chat, I found an old clip of a man that is our senior. He's in his 70s, and he gives the background of the etymology of the word nigga from his dad's point of view in the 30s and 40s.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think we need to close out on that.
I know, right? I'm about to go hang out with the
Another
Palestinians.
time.
I'm about to go to the
Another
Palestinian
time, bro.
emirate. I just found out we had a Palestinian emirate. I'm about to go to the
Also,
emirate of Palestine.
did y'all hear about cougar puberty? The new latest New York Post. I'm about to go live a little later about that. It's a whole lot of shenanigans. I'm about to talk about the T. Cougar, yes, cougar puberty. Put that in your what's the name? Cougar puberty.
There's been
Yes.
a wave of really weird articles coming out from women lately. You know, men, where have you gone? The trouble with wanting men. Now it's cougar puberty. I saw another article recently that caught my eye. Like, women are just writing the crazy stuff lately.
Now, Hood, think about it. Within a month span, and shout out to you, sir. And within 1 month, they asking where all the men at. And literally 2 days ago, they have the same editorial article. The same people asking men need to lower their standards within a whole month span.
That's the one. That's the one. Men need to lower their standard. I'm like, why are y'all coming up with all of these crazy articles recently? Like, there's a collective meltdown happening across the country. And I'm going to come back to that another day. Like, there's been like 4 or 5 articles that come out in the last month, starting with that one, Where Have the Men Gone? And it's just been, it's like the Manosphere videos have really gone mainstream, because there's already a bunch of Manosphere videos for a while now with that kind of content. And now you got like writers from the New York Times and the New York Post and the Daily, the New Yorker. Like, all these city girls are feeling some type of way right now, man. It's great. It's great. But I really got to go.
Bro,
we're going to shut this thing
I
down.
know. I'm about to go and say, let me say this one thing. I'm saying, bro, it is like this. The psyop is not moving quick enough in the truth. Again, the psyop is not moving quicker than the truth. They are finally losing, cracking all they so-called barons, and they can't keep up the charades no more. I think we finally making them crack, and I'm done.
All right, with that, you guys have a great day. I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, y'all.
All right, let her hood.
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have, that isn't freedom. That isn't going to help anybody. It's certainly not going to help black people.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.